Hey, everybody.
Now we're unmuted. Hello, welcome.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry,
Ori,
I had the
Piss,
stutter.
piss,
It was
piss.
weird, but hello, welcome. Yes.
You had a stutter.
Yeah,
That's
because
a new
I
one.
didn't do a thing with my art program, and then it distracted me from unmuting. That's what happened.
Dichotomy,
Well,
hello. Oscar, hello. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome.
Welcome. And Mason, hello.
Mason,
All right.
hello.
Whoops.
Cheers to the canceled classes.
I mean, that
I'm
was the
so happy
secret
you could join
sneak
us.
peek, but I will give you a longer sneak peek because I don't think Dichotomy could even see. So I know Dichotomy had a busy week.
Okay,
You can only listen in temporarily. Oh, temporarily. Ha ha ha. Are you listening now? If you're listening now, we'll go forward with it. So, Dichotomy, as I know you know, because you're the one who told me, we've unfortunately for Ori, because I have an obligation now, added a third to our lovely duo of, I guess, jester and acrobat. Now we have, I guess, a full clown. I don't know what you would call them specifically. And because they're a trio, a polycule, a thruple, that's the word I wanted, thruple.
A thruple, if you will.
I had to do something. Now it's still
very based.
a little wonky. We gotta do some proportion things a little bit. But, yeah.
Ooh.
I started doing one. You're a little wonky with
here for this
wonder.
Dichotomy. This is also my first time seeing this, and holy hell!
I only started on it yesterday evening for like an hour, and I was working on it a little today. I know that Splendor is not very toon-like. I did try originally. Okay, like you can see, this one doesn't even do it. You can see in this very original one, very smooth. Very loopy, but it just was not happening in my style, so she had to be slightly more normal. Unfortunately, that's just how it had to work, but I still think she's very cute, and so we'll keep her. Oh, perfect, Dichotomy, perfect.
Dichotomy, do
amazing.
you approve?
I'm glad that she is only toon-like sometimes. Oh, perfect. All right, then here we go.
This is the most wonderful balance.
Yes. Yeah, we're just... Wonder is having a bit of a... What's the word that I want? Proportions crisis. But I will fix him.
Not the word I would have necessarily chosen, but it makes sense for an artist.
Yeah, he's just not right. He's a little wonky. I'm loving Whimsy's turning out great. Love them. Top tier. I'm very happy with how... Oh, I'm so sorry, MP. Aw, I hope you're at the tail end of sick. Drink lots of liquids.
Yes. Lemon ginger tea, if you can get your hands on it. Water,
I mean, yeah, then we're
liquid,
having fun.
Lots of it.
With Splendor. So yeah, I'm very happy with how she's come out so far.
She's splendiferous.
Uh-huh. And so yeah, the biggest thing will be adding the color palette to her. But we'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
Just looking at their actions, you can immediately get the personality from them.
That was my goal.
It's
yeah.
so good.
We have Wonder, the very steady. He's always very steady. He's always the one dipping. You know, he's the lead. He does the dips. He's the one with the strength. He's holding him up, you know, all that sort of stuff. He's the acrobat.
The support,
guy.
the backbone.
Yeah, the sport. And then Whimsy, to me, is just like flexible in ways that you wouldn't expect people to be, but are actually very possible. Very possible. And then Splendor is just a really fun gal. Really goofy, really fun gal. So... yeah, we're having a good time. We're enjoying. Well, I thank you, MP. They are
you
directly
be the judge, but I think she nailed it.
They are directly. I'm having a lot of fun with all of Splendor's like tutus and stuff and frills. That was very fun to me. Enjoyed that.
You know,
and I
we
fun
don't
making
get a
her
lot of characters in our
shoes.
immediate field that have the tutu, all that fun
It's just not for
stuff.
it, you know. But the very, like, the classic dinner plate tutu, you know, where it's just straight out, top tier shit.
Yes.
Good stuff. But it's literally just from, like, the poses, are from this, literally, like, they're actually a thing. Now,
Damn.
did I make Whimsy and Splendor way more curvy? Yeah, because I need them to, like, I don't know. I want them to just be as, like, flexy as possible. That's what's fun to me. But we still have a nice line of they each have nice lines of action, but then we have a very good balance right through Wonder's feet. So I'm very happy with the balance of the piece as well. So, looking fun. We're getting there. Where did your hand go?
Slowly but surely.
There it is. All right. But yeah, his Wonder needs some help. We'll fix Wonder. We'll get there. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. But today is comic day. Unfortunately, I missed Pocky Day. I'm very upset with
Ori
myself.
and I are no longer doing zine stuff. We've caught up. So now we're going to catch up with Outcast, as it should be.
And I'm nearly like 2 steps away from done. I thought I was done, but I remembered 2 things. One, I didn't shade the sun root. Bad of me.
How
I was a
could
bad
you not
person.
shade the sun
It's
root,
okay.
Ori?
I'm fixing it now.
You better. That is the sunroot. That's the flagship vegetable of this series.
It's being fixed right
You
now.
can't do it dirty like that.
And then we have to add the eye shine and Sinet's freckles.
Oh, very important.
Very important things. And then I'll be done with this one. And then I'll be doing Mars's job.
Yes. Guys, Mars has been bad.
Yeah,
Mars
guys.
has been a bad comic creator. Like, the ideas are up here and they're happening, but in terms of the coloring,
soon,
it's
Mason.
just oof.
Okay.
It wasn't happening.
I'll do a little
and I need some
spoil.
help.
It's not really a spoil. I'll do a little sneak peek because I'm totally gonna have to like rework them and everything. But there's a lot of girls coming. Okay, the girls are on the horizon. Now only one of these is a girl, but I love her very much. And open image in browser. Thank you. I love her very much. Yes, the grabbing the tail scene, of course. So only one of them is a woman.
How is that his tail? It's not attached to anything.
It's also very like reddish brown compared to like yellow brown compared to but point
We
is,
had this
so we have
discussion.
this character, we have another character that comes in very soon. So we have one woman that is Step on Me Mommy that comes in very soon, and then we have this character that I'm gonna show you. There's 2 characters, and then there's like a whole other pirate crew of various women, which I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Because another one is Step on
rights,
Me
but
Mommy.
also women's wrongs.
And then, but they're also lesbians because, like, I need it. Okay, they're really cute. Every picture I'm momenting is they're just like adorable, a little birdies, literal birds. They're bird collars, and I'm just like, oh, they're so cute together. I'm so happy. Good shit. I'm very excited about them.
That was so
And
good.
That's currently all the one I have planned, but I think mathematically by the end they're roughly equal. It's just the main boys are boys, okay? I mean,
So,
you know,
if I
but
think
Sid it's
about it.
NB, but you know, still. But like the main characters are leaning more masculine. Yes, Mason, it is happening. But I'm sorry, webcomics take a long time, okay? But this is 2 characters I was working on, Onyx and Andy. And I really like how Andy comes out. She's the one that I'm very happy with. Onyx needs a little help. He's on the way, but his hair is not what I want.
Onyx is kind of looking like Milano's younger sibling.
Yeah, which is not what I want.
I'm
He
not
can't
sure how
be
we can help that.
related. Well,
I'm
the
wondering,
colors will
Ori,
help as well.
If we do, well, I'm also wondering, Ori, what if we do kind of think like Leo Fotia hair, where he's got those long pieces in the front
Yeah,
and then it's like
that was
super short
definitely
in the back.
going on it.
We could go dramatic with that.
My like
It doesn't have to be poof, but maybe like super short. or a mohawk even.
My big
That could
thing.
be fun.
So the big thing is I want him to have longer hair, because that's like the dichotomy. I really want this to be a very femme guy and a very mask woman, and I want it to be very like odd and confusing, right? Basically, that's the goal.
This is where the design process takes over, you guys.
Yeah, and because I feel like that's a really fun play together. I definitely want like Jesse James vibes as well. Like, you know, James is always in the dress, and the Jesse's in the, like, it's good shit. Okay, this is what I want, and this is what I really want. And so I really wanted his hair to be like very long, right? But the problem is that they're supposed to be like good fighters. And my biggest thing is that when you're good, like when you're fighting, having long hair is kind of a detriment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's like the issue. Yeah.
Hear me out. I don't know how ham we could go with this because I also want to be realistic. But he could hold his hair in place with like maybe maybe hat pins or like a thin dagger, and then when he pulls it out, it just kind of all cascades down.
So hair
I know that's kind of the opposite of what you were going for, but that could be cool.
A thing. My biggest problem with the long hair is that just literally like it can be pulled in a fight. And these are like people that are supposed to be like fucking brawlers, like in it. You know, they're not fighting with weapons, you know?
Yeah, they're not distance people.
They're not distance people. They're right up in it. And so to me, it's like if he had super long hair, it's like that's tangled, pulled, cut constantly, you know? And so it's like, okay, the solution is keep it up. But I feel just like then everybody has a bun. It's not the vibe that I really want. To everybody have a bun, because there's already other characters that have a bun, and I'm just like,
I'm trying to think. There's a way to do this. There is a way to do this. Were there any long hair fighters in Megalobox? I'm trying to think.
No,
because they did close combat. So how did that work?
And then the other thing I want to stay away is being another braid guy, okay? Because we already have ponytail boys.
We got too many braids.
We have braid boy Hotsun. You know, this is the problem. Goddamn fucking AI. I looked up long hair anime guys, and thankfully, saving everybody. Edward Elric is number 4. Okay, he's number 4. Thank God. Everybody else is fucking AI generated, though.
God fucking damn it.
But, yeah, Edward's right up there. But that's why I said the braid thing. Because it's good. The braid is good.
It is.
But it's just like...
And it works.
I don't want to do it again.
We've already claimed the braid. Yeah. We went for the James Phillip braid, not the Edward Elric braid. We went for researcher braid over fighter braid.
But I just feel like if there's too many... and then on top of it is like I want it to keep... Yeah.
Ori, look up characters from Vinland Saga.
Okay. Yeah, I think the longest hair...
See what you can find there.
Megalobox characters. There's one that has dreads, which is not the vibe I want for this character. But definitely a good vibe for other characters. Because it looks good
for other characters.
Oh my... We'll definitely have to use that. But... And then it has
put it in the references.
What the brother of the woman? He has kind of like, it's not super long though. It's like floofs out mullet style, and so it's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, you're talking about yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the brother.
Yeah, the dick.
Yeah, who has too good of a design.
By the end.
See, that's okay. See, this is the other problem. I'm looking at Vinland Saga, right? And I don't know who this blonde dude is, who is mostly coming up. But he has a bunch of
the blonde dude. If he's wearing a brown, like kind of poncho looking thing, like winter clothes, that's probably Thorfinn.
Okay, there's one guy, and it looks like he was homeless, abandoned in the forest. And then there's
probably Thorfinn.
Another blonde guy with a beard, and he's mostly shirtless.
Blonde guy with a beard. Okay, not Askeladd. That's gotta be Thorkel.
He has like a ponytail, and it's very like that's what I want to avoid. The, like, Legolas hair, because I like the bangs. You know, like, I like having something. And when it's like, oh, it's long, it's just all pulled back, it's just all pulled back. And it's like, it's not as feminine, right? That's the thing. I want him to be feminine. You know? That's the thing. That's the line we want to walk, because I want her to be masculine. I want him to be feminine, because this is like the confusion I want.
Feminine hairstyles. I'm gonna help you out. Let's see what we can find.
The problem is then keeping it practical for fighting.
Well, for fighting. See, that's just too much. That doesn't make any sense design-wise.
See, guys, this is a tight thing we walk in order to get good design, you know?
Oh, yeah. How long did it take us to settle on Sinet's hair design? Because I feel like we went through a couple of them.
If I'm being honest, the main boys come pretty easily. It's always these, like, side characters, right? It's always the little side character. Like, so far, every main character has come very easily. I know Ferric's outfit gave us a little trouble, and I don't remember Sinet's hair giving too much. To me, the biggest thing was Ferrix's outfit. Looked very modern originally, which is not what we wanted. And,
check out this one. I am specifically looking at Viking hairstyles now. Because,
like, Perry and, like,
typically have the long hair.
They all had, like, a way to go, and my biggest issue is just the fact that it's, like...
Very intricate, though.
It is intricate. That's the problem. The more thing is just the, like... Vikings still fought with weapons, you know? This is, like... That's the whole thing I have.
Because I could honestly... I could see something like this.
That's not terrible.
Where there's a little more going on. I think if we take that as a base and kind of refine it a little bit.
This is what Mars is talking about.
Like, I like the idea of this pseudo mohawk coming up and over the head. It gives a very distinct profile. It gives some nice definition.
If this gives more of, like, Andy's vibe. You know, that's the whole thing.
It does kind of match her vibe, but she has much shorter hair. So if we're kind of going with, like, they're cut from the same cloth, I don't think it's bad if it mimics, but it's still distinctly its own thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to keep looking. Ooh. Okay. Maybe this is something. I'm specifically looking at the girl on the left. The one in the middle is Andy. That's straight up Andy. But what about the hairstyle on the left?
The, like, messy one?
Yeah, because the crown braid is very feminine, but I think the bangs are in the face like you want.
I think the crown braid is a way that we can get there.
Because then it's like, that's a style we haven't done before. We've never done the crown braid where it goes all the way around. And then we can kind of
like there's a little bun in the back sort of thing. I guess kind of like yours hair, huh?
Yeah. Kind of, sort of, actually. Now that I think about it. Maybe that's the way to go.
Because she has it up in the back.
Hang on. I'm going to put my hair up, and then I'm going to try to take a picture of it. And we'll see how that turns out. But I'm going to use myself as a reference. Hold on.
Dying. Okay. Yeah. Because yours very femme fatale, and I'm feeling that.
Where's my phone? I need to take a picture. Okay. All right, let me see if I can find a way to do this. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, they all just have their hair down, but they use like weapons, and that's what I want. This is what all the design is, guys.
Okay. That's very bad. I'm gonna redo it. Let's move closer to the mirror. Okay. It's not as defined as I hoped, but Ori, you know how when I tie my hair up, I pull it through twice, but then on that third pull, I leave it halfway in. So it's kind of like a pseudo
loose
bun.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I got like a little something hanging, but there's also a bun laying on top of the tail.
Yeah,
on the ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
What if something like that? Because I could see that being like a very quick way for him to throw it up in battle with like some rope or something.
Yeah, I was certainly playing with that. I mean, I'm not against the like hairpin things, like the hair stick idea. I'm not against it. I think yours is a good way to go off of. Yours is very much like a vibe.
Character into it, because I could easily see like he's so into it, he pulls his daggers out, and it's just like it's a fun vibe all around.
I'm not even saying necessarily so okay, because you got to think about it this way, right? There's no elastic. Mm-hmm. Our world is not at the elastic point, right? Plastics aren't really a thing. So there's no elastic. So the ways to tie up your hair are ribbons, which fall out very easily.
Rope.
Or,
I could see them using like pieces of ship mast. Like just random fabrics here and there.
String, fabrics, etc. But also hair sticks, right? That's a very classic way.
You want to go extra with some of these like hair pieces? We can make the fabrics flags from ships they've conquered, and those are like their trophies.
I can see that. I'm curious, the big thing, because the only other one that currently has a hair updo is Saiga. And
I think it's Saiga.
The way her hair works is that you don't really see it when you watch women.
Well, she has that military hair.
Well, she has the big C4 hair. So when you watch women do that with the, they have the afro, right? And they pull it up to get that like pom-pom bun thing. Mm-hmm. Basically the volume of the hair hides the thing they used to tie it with. True. So you don't even notice it. So hers is kind of like you just exist. And hers wouldn't be long enough to be the hair stick. You have to have fairly long hair to actually get the hair sticks in. So I think I'm going with hair stick.
Okay.
And then I like yours vibe a lot. Let's use
Yora as a base and see where it goes.
I think
I'm very curious.
Is a big vibe, because my biggest thing is I specifically want them to kind of, because you're like cut from the same cloth, but my thing is I kind of want them to be like different but similar, if that makes sense. Like I very much want it to be like he's very feminine and she's very masculine. So I don't want them to look too like, oh, they're siblings or something, That's my whole thing.
Okay.
So I think I really want that like divide. And then so when they both go crazy, it's like, oh shit. Well, I only expected you or something,
Which is going to be very fun to write. I'm looking forward to that one.
It'll be an interesting fight. That's for certain. Ugh. I burnt my finger like a few weeks ago and it's like peeling now, and I'm just like, ugh.
Doing what?
It's I was trying to flip something in a pan. The pan was very hot and I touched the edge of the pan.
Hand?
No, with tongs, but you have to like get under it really good because they were like falling apart. And so the angle I kept trying to get my hand, I just accidentally, and we're talking very hot because I was like basically frying something. So I very just like touched my the finger to the edge of the pan, just the very edge of the pan, and got like, I don't think it was ever a 2nd degree burn, but it was a very close first-degree burn, you know?
But you definitely got a burn.
I definitely got burned. Like, it was discolored and everything, but I never really got, like, a blister out of it. Not a full blister, at least. So it's kind of like 1.5.
That's a plus.
1.5 degree burn. That's what I'll say.
If you have to get burned, go for the 1.5 degree burns.
Go for the 1 degree burn, but, you know... Such is life. However, I'll never have that issue again because now I have my cooking chopsticks. So
nice.
We can be very far away from anything. Guys, if you don't know how to use chopsticks, you're missing out. And I'm going to tell you why. They are the most versatile kitchen utensil I have ever used. Okay?
Oh, they are goated
You
and
struggle
superior.
flipping stuff? Chopsticks. Literally, easy as shit. You want to stir something? Chopsticks. You need to you need to break something up? Chopsticks. You need to take something out of the pan? Chopsticks. You only have one thing that you dirty, and they are easier to flip things than any other utensil. The only time I don't use chopsticks is when I'm making large batches of like fried rice or something, because the pusher flat tool is way better. That's it. That's the only thing that the chopstick isn't as good at. You know? That's it.
Hey, it couldn't do everything, and we knew that going in.
I did not, Mason. I did not know that. Did you know that the Japanese will forgo chopsticks when eating Chinese rice? It's not sticky enough. They get frustrated.
The more you know.
Yeah, my father went to China on business, and he's a lot of guys who are Japanese that he works with. And, you know, they went business as well on the trip with him. And they're eating rice, and, you know, there's chopsticks on the table, and the guys are eating rice with a spoon, and my dad's like, oh, my dad's trying to use the chopstick. And he's like, oh, you know, so-and-so, you're not using chopsticks? He's like, no, Chinese rice, not sticky enough. Too loose or something, he said. And my dad's like, oh, okay.
Can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that.
They know best.
We're doing the last step, which is taking this and coloring both the eye that is under the hair and giving it that little shine.
We're gonna get this hoaxin' done, guys.
This is what we need to do. But guys, this means that the comic, without question, will release out of hiatus on time. Woo!
Yay!
Because I'm basically finished with this one. And this is the first entry, and that's what matters.
Yes.
And we still have 2 months to go.
As long as we got that first entry, we were in the clear.
Definitely a lot better.
I just hate that. Well, you know, it's a mixed feeling. Because when it comes to Outcast, I'm like, geez, like after next week, it's already Thanksgiving. What the hell? But in terms of like the work week for me, I'm like, wow, I only work 4 days this week, a whole week next week, but then the week after that, only 2 days.
Damn.
It feels like I've barely been at the schools this month. It's crazy.
I have the issue where, well, I have paid off on Thanksgiving. I don't have paid off the Friday after. However, I most definitely will not work the Friday after. So it's double-edged, because if I'm being honest, I'm thankfully in a place where that doesn't kill me. I can get overtime, and I have been getting overtime. So, you know, it evens out. But it's still a little annoying. Can you just give me paid day off, please? Please.
Would be nice.
Okay, you know, all I'm gonna say, look at these perspectives. I'm just very happy with it. So we have, okay, you know, he's good, whatever. Oh, see, I've already screwed up. I already didn't do your hair bit for this one.
Oh, Ray.
It's okay, we're getting there. But how have you been, chat? What you been up to? I know Mason's having a chillish week.
Going.
I know Dichotomy doesn't have ears. Maybe we'll type in chat for Dichotomy. After I do a second.
Yes. Coats in first, Dichotomy later.
Your week going, y'all. Another Dungeon Meshi episode. Nice. Which one, Pastry?
Woo! Do tell.
We can put up the spoiler thing if you want, or you can just give us the vague, like, something they ate. I could probably know what it was.
We caught up on Dandadan today, so I was pretty happy.
Yes, I didn't realize you were 2 episodes behind. I thought you had watched 5.
Nope. I was very behind. Oh, you were on 13, Pastry Puff. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Trying to remember.
That's you're over halfway there.
You're looking good now, and nothing's gonna get in the way.
Ah, orc medicine, yes.
Ah. Very good episode.
I finished the God, what's it called?
I don't know.
I finished the Turnabout Big Top Redirect.
Yay!
Yay! Episode 2 of Dungeon Meshi Mason. Nice.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yes.
I'm
is very
a
happy.
goated show.
I have done the redirect, which is great because that's way ahead of the game because there's still a few streams left of Farewell My Turnabout. The problem is there's not enough as I would like. So it's like, oh, gotta get that in. Oh no, of Dandadan. Mason, you watched Dandadan? You're just skipping the opening, I guess? Because if you're just skipping the opening, you should also watch Mashley.
Oh, the English VAs are amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Pastry Puff.
In Dungeon Meshi, holy
The Dungeon
hell.
Meshi English VAs, so good. Laios is so good. Marcella's great. Chilchuck's VA is NB, and they are fantastic. I'm surprised,
Mason, we're surprised because you hate the opening.
Yeah, because Dandadan's opening is by Creepy Nuts.
We thought you were avoiding it.
Which is the same thing as the Mashley's opening, which you hate. And you said something along the lines of you didn't like Dandadan's opening. And to my understanding, the sole reason you're avoiding Mashley is because you didn't like Season 2's opening. That's why I'm surprised.
Or you sound like you're in such disbelief right now.
I am in disbelief. Mason's over here, she's trying to tell me that I don't know why I'm surprised. It's very logical why I'm surprised, Mason.
No gaslighting in this house. That is a piece of hair.
I'm not upset, Mason. I want to make that clear. I think it's very funny to me. I don't think it's very funny. I think it's very funny. It is very funny to me. Those are words. That's how words work.
Those are indeed how words work. Can confirm. Can confirm that is how words work.
That is how the words
I gotta admit,
work.
Mason, I am also very surprised.
Yeah.
I did not think you'd watch Dandadan because you hate Creepy Nuts.
Yeah, did you not? Now, I'm pretty sure, Mason, I'm pretty sure you said, like, oh, you learned that they were the same, like, band, and you're like, that's why Dandadan's opening is so annoying or something. So I didn't think you were watching it. I will say, I prefer Bring Bong Bong Born, personally.
I'm Motonoke all the way. I'm sorry. That one, it's simultaneously like you can jam to it. It feels like rave music. But then when it reaches that chorus, it's like, ooh, this is like a vibe. Like it's got that nice flowing beat to it now instead of like the harsh one. But it blends the two really well.
I'm with Dylan, and our argument is you can very easily sing Bring Bong Bong Porn. Only like one part of Otonoke can you sing, which is the dan 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 dan.
Well, if we're rating it based on how easily you could sing, then no opening would get points because it's in Japanese and you don't know Japanese.
Yeah, but I know bring bong bong, bring bong bong, bring bong bong born, and that's a big part of it. That's why Mason hates it.
Because that's an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, which is good enough, just like dun dun dun. Sounds like a little kid nagging you.
The title or the song itself?
I think the song itself.
I'm so curious about these analogies. I need to color Ferrex. I'm getting distracted.
Yes, Mars, color, guys. Okay, what is Mars's punishment when she doesn't get enough done? Okay. Instead, Mars, what reward would you like for every time you finish a panel? What you could? Okay. This is what we'll do. You could pick a character, and I will spend 5 minutes doodling a little doodle style doodle of that character every time you finish.
Ooh,
and the panels that don't count are ones that don't include more than the bust. I feel like just headshots, just hand shots, just feet shot. You know, those don't count. Those go too fast. Okay, we're talking about like a significant panel, so like half body or more. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
So that's how we'll treat Mars, guys. Like the first half? You mean the first half like the dun 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 dun? I used to be able to do it, and now I'm unable to do it. Thank you. There it is. Mars got the beat down. I was listening to it like multiple times yesterday, and suddenly it's just out of my brain.
That's my earworm. I will literally be sitting doing my notes, and I'm just like,
I see Mason. Yeah, Mason. She's saying. Mars Mason, she's saying it's like the little kid pulling at your arm. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, like
dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Context helps.
Like the Stewie, like mommy, mama, mommy, mama,
mother, Lewis.
Yeah. Okay, mommy. Guys, I have never seen a full episode of Family Guy. Okay, I have solely seen like little clips and whatever.
But I don't remember which one it was.
I remember many years ago, before I was even at the point where it was like I should be watching, you know, any like adult cartoons or anything like that. There was like a commercial for Family Guy that had Stewie going, Mom, Mummy, Mama,
yes.
Ma. Okay, and that was like a commercial, and it played all the time. And I thought that was so hilarious. So when my mother would not like answer me at the first time, I would do that to her, and she thought it was hilarious. And I would just go, Mom, and she would do anything, Mommy, Mama. And she would die laughing hysterically every time. I just thought that was very funny.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Ori was very chaotic, guys. Still is.
Yeah. I couldn't be with Dylan if I wasn't at least a little chaotic. I feel like that wouldn't work out.
True, you gotta be some level of crazy.
Am I as crazy as Dylan? No. But if I was no crazy, I feel like we'd start having issues.
Gotta find someone to compliment your crazy.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm almost done with this Ferrex.
Oh, snap.
And it was a Ferrex Hotson panel, so it counts.
Oh, snap. Are they on the ship in that one or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
That means that one should go pretty fast for me because I have all the backgrounds done. Versus on the ship, it's gonna be like, oh shit, I have to draw all these fucking backgrounds. One. Yeah.
This is not the inside of his hair. This is the outside. It's way too dark. There's a paint bucket. There we go. Okay, yeah, that makes way more sense.
Okay, there's Sinnit fixed and all his
Sinity glory.
webbed glory. Yeah. I had to
Yeah,
add
he was
his-
missing quite a few webs.
Yeah, I don't think he's missing them. Most of the time it's because the way that I have to do it is to overlay it.
Oh.
So far, that's only the one that I've caught so far.
So
We'll see. He doesn't
that's
really come
the
up that much
trade
more.
secret.
Yeah, because then it's like it goes over it, so it actually looks like it's kind of transparent and see-through, you know?
Mmm. You heard it here first, guys.
Now I have
This is how
Otonoke
it's
stuck in my
done.
head.
Sorry.
You're not.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a nail. This is a paw pad.
All right. Yeah, guys, the little
Honestly,
eye glow,
that's my
very
alarm
important.
to get up in the morning.
Jesus.
That's my alarm to get up in the morning. And what else is... Because I have two different alarms. I have one to get up on my 9:30 days, and I have one to get up at my 8 o'clock days. Now, those aren't the times I'm waking up. Those are the times I have to be there. So they're going off much earlier than that.
Well, okay, Mason, I'm sorry. We glossed over this. How are you liking Dandara?
Yeah, that's
Now that
pretty
you are
important,
2
actually.
episodes in, thank God you needed to be at least 2 episodes in before you're allowed to judge it. I will not allow anybody to judge it on the first episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's...
You have to watch the
is
second
why
episode.
you
After
use
the second episode,
episode rule.
see, I'm okay with you not doing the third episode. If you don't like the second episode, I feel like you're not gonna like it, you know? But if you are like uneasy about the first episode, it's like, please just get to the next one. We're
Just
okay
stick
after
with
that
it.
one, okay?
It'll be okay. Ori, my panel is finished.
All right. Now, when I say any character, I mean like any character, as long as I can have a reference for it. Like, as long as there's a reference for it, you know?
Ooh, okay. Edward Elric.
All right. Let's get up Mars's doodle page.
Guys, she spoils me.
You know, she doesn't get paid any other way. No, Mason, we haven't.
I don't know. We did have that whole talk the other week about, buy candy for Ori, buy candy for Mars. I don't know when you'll receive it. You'll just receive it.
Oh, this is taking so long. Let's get Edward Elric up here. Edward Elric.
Mason, I'm so curious what you think of Momo.
Yeah, Mars and I find Momo so gender.
So gender and just also, like, interesting. Like, oh my god, thank you for letting her go off model and have weird expressions. I appreciate it.
Mars, I will just say, I guarantee 0 amount of quality from these 5-minute doodles.
That's more than fine.
But will you have a small collection of random dudes?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that, Mason. Now you have 2 Momos.
Oh, that's true. Ooh, you went old school. You got 2003 Edward Elric.
This is
Very
the
nice.
Edward Elric that is in my head. When I think of him, even though this is not the one I watched, this is what I think of him as. I think it's just the way the internet works.
I've honestly been meaning to watch the 2003 version just out of curiosity. It's just finding time.
Okay, there's not an easy way for me to show the timer, so we're just gonna have it for me. And it's going, we're going.
Comment too much? No, I don't think it was too much of a comment.
No, I don't think so, Mason.
I'm glad to hear you're enjoying. It's definitely one of those ones where I would put it up there with like Sarazanmai. It's like, there's a good story, I promise. Just please accept that you gotta watch weird shit.
My question is, does Sarazanmai, I can't remember, does it get that wild in episode 1? I feel like that one...
Yes.
Oh, it was episode 1. Okay.
Yes, they transformed in episode 1.
Oh, they did. Okay.
They fought a creature in episode 1.
I guess I will say, a lot of times,
I will say, though, Ori, the first episode 1 battle was like the introductory battle. So yes, it did connect to their like personal trauma, but not as much as later monsters. It's just kind of the, here's how we fight battle.
Yeah, no. I can
battle.
still see the Kappa stuff fight in general still being a little rough, though, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But my whole thing is I'm just like, my brain died as I'm trying to doodle. Brain dead. What was I saying? Yeah, it's just like the way that it all hits you right at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I may have made his hair a bit more voluminous than it normally is, but I'm not against it. If I'm being honest, I'm pretty happy with this. This ain't bad. Does he have more hair? Yes. Am I okay with this? Yes.
Amazing. Your impression of episode 1 is fine.
Oh, no, yeah. No, 100%. Okay, Mason. So I don't know. I think I said this on stream, but I don't even know anymore.
Oh, you've told this story multiple times
but
now.
basically
every time Don Dagadon comes up.
It has to, because I was so concerned, okay? I was so concerned. Guys, Mars is like, Ori, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this right now. You gotta go watch it. Like you're going to bed. Go watch episode 1.
I was laughing my ass off by episode 2.
Yeah, and she's like, you'll love it. I did the 3 episode.
I thought it was hilarious.
I did the 3 episode test. You're gonna like it. Go watch it. And that was it. And she's like, watch it tonight. Watch it now. Tell me. And I'm like, all right. I'll watch it tonight. And I did. And I'm lying in bed. And I'm watching this anime. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, like, fun premise, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, oh, you know, I'll gobble your dog. And it's like, okay, you know, this is kind of classic Japanese humor stuff, you know, sure, whatever. And then we get to the aliens. And I'm like, all right, I trust Mars a lot. But this is a lot. When is this gonna end? I believe, I trust in Mars, but oh boy, I need this to stop. If Mars can get through it and say that it's really good and I'll love it, I'm gonna trust my best friend. But Jesus Christ, this is a lot.
I recognize how much faith and power I am given, and it is such a privilege.
It is a privilege. But yeah, so I'm just
it
like...
It has been a privilege and an honor to have you dine with us tonight.
Yes. I'm just like, all right, Mars, you have yet to stray me wrong, but oh boy, this one was tough. It was definitely like it if I hated it, I would not trust Mars again.
Oh shit!
I would have been very skeptical. I would have been very skeptical about your recommendations because that would, like, Sarazanmai is like, okay, it's weird, but like, you know, I don't know. But episode 1, the Dandadan is like, I am actively uncomfortable. I am actively having a tough time here.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all.
I thought I was gonna lose you after Space Battle Tiramisu. That was just objectively
that one
bad.
You didn't vet it, right? So it wasn't like there was no stakes, right? All right, we have here's your 5-minute Edward Elric doodle.
He's so cute.
And I'm gonna just write the name on it.
And now, Ori, you have Tumblr fodder now.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a whole thing. All right. But yeah, Space Battleship Tiramisu, like you didn't watch it beforehand and go like, oh, or you'll like this. So there was none of that was on you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
true.
That was never a concern.
I could see the difference.
Versus being like, Ori, high recommendation. I've 3-episode vetted this. You need to watch this anime. It's like, all right, Mars, I'm trusting this. Same with like Migi and Dolly, right? It's like, I'll never watch that unless you recommended it. But all right, I'm willing to watch it.
I do recommend it. If you like mysteries, I swear you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, well, we said that one we want to watch together. But yes.
Well, because I want to talk about all the foreshadowing
and I want to hear all the foreshadowing
shit
stuff
to you.
Yeah, which I want to hear. But all I'm saying is that like
I want
that's
to
definitely
basically
like
reiterate my Discord dump from December.
Yeah, which I've very much mostly forgotten about. So we're definitely getting there.
Beautiful.
I remember like very large plot points, but not the nuance in between. So we're probably good.
It was honestly so good. It makes me want to check out the author's other work.
Migi.
What was it?
And Dolly. That.
Yeah, no, I know what that's called.
For Pastry Puff.
Okay.
No, Mars, you forgot that one. You forgot what it was called.
I clearly forgot. I only really like it as a mystery and wrote a fucking fan fiction for it. Only to forget the name.
I forgot! Jesus. And you never posted it. That's what happened.
You know, I never posted it yet because I still wanted to edit it a little bit. It's basically a massive spoiler because it's let's look at this situation in the anime. What if it took a slightly different turn?
Problem,
and also, we just like looked in the head of one of the characters. Like, it's not really creating a new scenario fanfiction. It's more like let's delve into this character's head, because in the anime, we're spending time in a different character's head. I want to explore what's going on in the other character's head. That's a fun subset of fan fiction where it's like, I'm literally just going to take this scene from the show, anime, book, but it's going to be from a different perspective. It's a very fun subgenre. You can play around a lot with it. I'm almost out of lemon ginger tea.
Oh no.
Sad.
Very sad.
Yeah, guys, I went to go visit my grandma on this past weekend, and she gave me so much tea to bring home, and a lot of it was lemon ginger tea, and I'm just like, oh, thank God. My throat needs it, please. Talking is my job and my hobby. I am fucked.
Yeah, God, at this point, if art was my job, we'd probably have a lot more arm pain.
Yeah. Well, I remember you were wearing that brace for a while.
Every once in a while.
Recently?
So every once in a while, my thumb flares up. Basically, so I've never, knock on wood, I don't have a wrist problem. If I'm being honest, I very much draw from my elbow. I have for a long time, so I don't have a big wrist problem. And I don't put like a lot of pressure on my wrist or anything. But what happened to me is that one time I hand sewed bias tape on a quilt and drew a part that was unable to be machine sewed and was incredibly thick. So thick. Oh my lord. So it was very difficult. And I, in doing that, wrenched my thumb really bad. so bad that I could not write the next day. And now, so like everything in your hand is kind of everything in your hand, wrist, and like forearm, like basically your whole arm is kind of connected. So when you go to like a wrist doctor, it's like the whole thing because it's all connected. Oh my God, you like one thing goes wrong and it hurts like everywhere. And it's like, oh yeah, no, that's just your thumb, but it hurts your elbow. And it's like, what? It's like, no, that's just, they're all connected. And it's like, all right, well, fuck. I wore a brace for a little bit because I still wanted to draw because drawing needed to happen, and it's what I like to do. It's what I like to do. And so I don't know if it's because I never really fully let it heal. I mean, I didn't I didn't do art for like a solid 2 weeks, like I didn't, and then I like did afterwards, but it's like I rested, and I don't know if it's because of my laxness in resting until it was 100% better, or it was just the fact that this is what it is now, you know, just the way it is. But every once in a while my thumb will act up, and it does lead to but then what I found out about this stuff called kinesthetic tape. Okay, and it's this very stretchy tape that's specifically made. A lot of athletes use it. I don't if you ever see athletes with that like very colorful tape on them. I had seen that, I knew about that, and I like kind of looked into it, and I was like, oh, what's this stuff? And it doesn't work for everybody, and like all of the ways that it claims to work is not necessarily accurate. Mainly, to my understanding, the actual scientific part about it is that it will actually, when applied correctly, both give some support, because it is something on your hand that supplies resistance, but mostly that it will raise your skin. Okay, so it kind of leaves room for fluids and stuff to drain, so it reduces swelling on joints and things. So it's actually used a lot in like arthritis cases and everything, and so it heals very well. And so after a little bit of try and error, I found out how I could do it on my hand, wrist, and thumb in order to make the pain completely disappear for those times when it happens. Nice. And so that's where I am today. No carpal tunnel issues or anything, knock on wood. But I also, at this point in my life, I still mathematically don't draw nearly as much a day as I was at that point in time. Because when this all happened, I was drawing basically every waking moment that wasn't my, unfortunately, like 10-hour-a-day job. Not 8 hours. It was just rough. You know, was that kind of spread out where you worked on weekends? Yeah, but, you know, mathematically overall. And so basically my every other waking moment was doing art, because that was the Ori escape, because God, job was hell. And so all I wanted to do outside of that was draw. And so definitely was not good for my wrist or my thumb or anything like that. But now that that is not the case, and because I edit videos on top of this and do all this other stuff, see, that's the other thing. I also, so at one point, then when I switched to having so many videos to edit, my wrist did start hurting in a very different way. And I realized, oh, I'm using a mouse. Using a mouse is not very ergonomic for you.
That mouse can get you.
What I got is I have what is called a vertical mouse. And it's situated so your hand is like in a handshake position. And what I find is that even using that for way too long can start aching. So the switching between the two is the benefit.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Okay. And that's where we are. If I'm being honest, as artists go, knock on wood, I'm pretty solid.
And let's hope she stays that way.
Yeah. I very much blame any, like 90% of my wrist-related pain from that sewing issue. I will say. I don't think I would have the same issues that I do if that never happened. Because I will say it very much flares up when I do try to hand sew. It's that pinching, the pinching.
Ooh.
Hold it, because you're like gripping really hard, right? Because that's how I was pulling the needle and pushing the needle through all of those layers of fabric.
So that maneuver gets you.
Pinching gets, so like I'm very light on my pen, if I'm being honest, which is funny because I used to, and I kind of still do, write with way too much force. But in art, honestly, I'm very light. I don't like pushing art. I think the reason for that is because since my art tablet is a screen, right? I have a screen art tablet. Since it's a screen, I'm like, I don't want to press so hard on my screen. Like that feels bad, you know, like, oh, it's like, don't press hard on your computer screen or anything.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I think that like there's an innate, like same with like my DS, when I have like when you play with a DS or like any touchscreen thing, my father from a very early age was like, you don't press too hard on the screen because that'll fuck it up. You know, that's a problem.
When you did press too hard on that DS screen, it would just like kind of glitch and have those spots on it. Like that terrified me. If I accidentally did that when I got frustrated during a game, I was like, oh my god, I broke my DS, no.
So it's very like, it was very ingrained in me as a child to really like, you have to be sensitive with touchscreens. And so I think that has just carried over to, yes, this is the thing that you use and you draw on and everything, but it's still a touchscreen, so don't push too hard. And so it's like, all right, well, now I'm afraid. Now I'm scared. Don't push too hard.
Don't risk it for the biscuit, Ori.
Yeah, I don't. Very light touch. Look at that foot. So good.
Don't firmly grasp it.
Yeah, don't firmly grasp it in your hand. I think that's the. I will say, for me personally, that was probably my biggest source of art fatigue. Is pressing too hard, is gripping too hard, is all that too hard. Allowing yourself and teaching yourself to be very, very loose. Like, what was it? I think I read something once and it was like, the way you hold your pen someone should be able to easily remove it from your hand. Like you should be able to sit there and somebody should be able to just snatch it. I do not
hold my pen that way.
So it's basically like a light on your hand, you know, like you're very, very loosely holding it. And so I think that really, really helped me. So maybe, you know, Mars, that'd be the way to go.
I've definitely been holding my pen wrong. Did you find a mysterious line?
No, I was like, why is this not drawing? And it was because I was using the wrong tool. Yeah, basically the way I taught myself
to
do it is you gesture around and you're very loosey-goosey with the wrist, like you're painting, and you know, like you're faux conducting and you're faux painting and your pinky's out. That's like the looseness.
I feel like I don't have control when I do that.
Practice, practice, practice.
Suffer, suffer, suffer. I mean, I've tried. Sometimes I do make a conscious effort to hold my pen a little more loosely. But then it's like, I feel like I don't have control. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a me thing. It's definitely why I didn't like essays on tests. Because I held my pen way too tight and pressed down way too hard.
Writing, I pushed too hard.
My wrist would be fucking dying by the end of it.
And I will say, I think... I'm trying to remember because it was a little while ago now, but I think I did push rather hard on the separate drawing tablet, the type you have, Mars. I do think I did press on the harder side.
Okay.
So it's certainly, I really would attribute to, I got a screen-in tablet And I was like, well, fuck, if I push too hard on this, I'm going to like pierce the screen. And that is a horrifying thought because this was very not cheap. And, you know, if I had to get a new one, I'd definitely get a much cheaper one. But, well, I mean, I will say, I got into digital art kind of in like the middle era of when it was becoming very mainstream, I guess, if that makes sense. You know, there's a period of time where digital art was very like, you had to have money in order to do it, right? Like the iPad wasn't considered super great at it yet. You know, Wacom was like the big main thing. There wasn't really any competitors, and Wacoms were expensive. So, you know, it definitely was like scary hands. We love his hands. He's meant to be
and
scary.
Now it's accessible to the common person.
But it was very, you know, you had to have a level of money in order to get one. It was a very big deal to get a new one, right? Like, oh my god, I remember so many like artists being like, oh shit, my thing broke and like I don't have the money to replace it, you know, oh god, oh shit. And, you know, because we're talking like $1,500, like it's a lot of money. And people were trying to test out new brands at the time, but they just weren't measuring up. They just, you know, the customer service was just bad. They were missing pieces. They broke down. It just wasn't a thing.
They fell flat.
So however,
bad.
Nowadays there's a bunch of brands that are like, besides even like an iPad, that are like up there in the like very good quality for like half what I spent on my drawing tablet. So like if I had to get a new one, I would definitely probably get a different brand, solely because they are just as good for at least what I need, and way cheaper. Way cheaper. My drawing tablet costs the same amount that my PC
investment.
cost. And
God damn.
something. Yeah. Ooh, I love his legs in the water here. I'm very happy with that one.
Oh, they look so, so good.
I also don't know why, but this panel is like very nicely shaded to me. I don't know. I like this one a lot.
The one where he's climbing?
This one with his tail specifically like sweeping.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that one is very nice.
It just feels like the texture is just right or something. I don't know.
You've really been nailing the shininess of scales lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I've gotten in it.
I'm still so proud of that group shot. That's one of my favorite things I've colored.
They're so pretty. Look at all the boys.
Look at Sinnet Stripes. They look so good.
This is such a good like composition though too. I'm in it for this one.
When this entry comes out, this is the cover art.
All right.
This is the cover.
Yeah.
We're clinching it right now.
We're locking it in at the moment.
Locking it in. Thank you. That's the word. That's the better word.
We're clinching it right now.
Don't ask. Please don't ask.
I don't think you have an answer if I asked.
I definitely don't, and that's why you shouldn't ask.
And there we have it. There we have the true answer, folks. All right.
Is it an answer to say you don't have an answer?
Yeah, I would say so.
Also, I finished another panel.
Oh, snap. All right, who's it this time?
Ooh, since we're on a Dandadan kick.
Character, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ori, I'll let you decide. You have a choice between Momo or Okaroon.
Okay. Let's see. I'm
gonna give Ori some power here. I think I just like
Momo's design overall more.
She does have more going on.
I think I just
Okaroon's fun, but his is definitely like
his other design
uniform.
is epic as fuck. But
the other design. I mean, if you want to draw that, be my guest.
No, the teeth are too much for like a 5-minute doodle. You know, that's the sole concern that I have actually. Is that it's just like I got 5 minutes.
Transformation in episode 6, though.
Yes, I loved that moment. so much. I love that moment
so good.
so much. I loved multiple moments in that. Okay, spoilers for Dan to Dan. We're using the spoiler thingy.
Throw up the sign.
I got it.
Sign
I got
time.
All right, spoilers for Dan to Dan.
Amazing. Cover your ears if you care about spoilers.
Episode 6, I love for so many reasons. Because I love how it frames Momo and Okarun's relationship, right? Because the big thing is, one, that he's like defending her. It's great, like good shit, top tier. But what I also like is the moment where it's like, oh yeah, Ayase's super cute, right? And he's like, I never thought about it. I was just happy I had a friend. I'm like, oh, so good. Because I like that a lot. I like that it wasn't his focus, right? Like it really proves that, like, he wasn't
off as friends first.
He wasn't getting into
that.
a relationship with her because he was like, oh, she's cute and I like her, right? It was, no, we got this friendship bond, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, and she is cute. Uh-oh. This was a bad thing to think about. But I really like how it it impedes him to an extent.
Like, that was so good.
Yeah, the defense was great. And remember, people can't see the powers, right? So they didn't see it. So it just looks like
literally
Okarun.
just like, oh, he's grabbing me and holding me up. What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's like epic as fuck. But 2, I like that Okarun realizing that, like, oh shit, she is a girl and she is cute and I kind of like it, impedes him, but not to an actually detrimental extent, right? If that makes sense. Because I have the moment where he's like, he can't look at her. You know, he's awkward, right? He's just an awkward guy. Blah blah blah. And they're on but he's still
eyes covered the entire
goes
time
and sits with her on the roof and looks away, but he's still there, right? He doesn't avoid her, you know, right? Like, he's still there, and he's still like, oh, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about, you know, the thing we have to do. And then he comes and he immediately jumps into action. Like, it's so good because it adds that little, like, oh, he has, like, feelings, but it's not annoyedly a problem, because they so easily could have made it like, now he's avoiding her and we're back to the thing that happened in the last episode, and it's like, oh god, I don't need like, I like that it's this little thing, you know, this little thing.
It's just like this little development, but it doesn't feel annoying.
Exactly.
And I feel like there's so many times when a trope like that comes off as annoying.
100%. All right, I'm gonna unspoil the
spoilers
masses.
Down.
Spoilers down. 5-minute timer up. Let's go. She's gonna be pink, I guess. Because the pink is the goal. Her hair is wild.
Damn it. Okay, guys, I am due for a haircut. I gotta be honest, I kind of want Momo's haircut.
Momo's hair, yes. It's very good. Go for it.
I don't have a consistent stylist, though. If I show her this, she's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oh, no. Hey, if I could show my father's childhood friend my anime man picture and go, I want hair like that, you can show a random stylist a female anime picture.
True.
You could do it, Mars.
She'll probably be like, I can't do the bangs, but we could do the length.
Yeah. Well, you could be like, can you just make it like a little side swoopy bang thing? And she'll be like, yeah, sure.
I'd be okay with that. I don't think I've ever tried side swoopy bangs.
Oh. My biggest issue with my hair, I have slightly curly hair, guys. It's not like C4 or anything, but it's like definitely has a curl to it. It's just that, like, for me to do any like kind of out of the norm stuff with it is like, now you have to wake up and style your hair every day. And it's like, I don't got the, honestly, let alone time, but also just like care. My hair is not pink in real life, no. Mainly for the exact same reason I just stated. I am lazy. I don't wear makeup. I don't do any of that. I don't want my morning routine to have to get me up even earlier than it already does. Okay, I already have to get up way too early for my job.
Guys,
sometimes
I am a roll out of bed, whip a brush through my hair, and go type gal.
Yeah.
If I cannot whip a brush through my hair, if it takes longer than that, then I know, okay, it's time to get it cut. Because I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this when I got places to be.
I am not the girly trying to get up. And no shame to those girls. Honestly, way more power to if you are somebody who fucking gets up like hours beforehand to like do yourself up.
How you do it.
Hella, man. I like envy. You know, there's envy in my heart for that. I would want to do that, but I can't bring myself to do that. I can't bring myself to be that kind of person. Okay, I shot myself in the foot a little bit here because her hair is fairly involved.
You can do it, Ori.
I mean, I've done okay, if I'm being honest. It came out better than I expected.
I mean, it looks like Momo. It does look like her. I think you got it.
I do also think that I did pretty good. But, yeah. Her thing is like a bow here. Ah, okay. And then I think this is like a sweater thing going on. Apparently Momo came together even faster than I expected.
Damn.
So you
I'm
can add a little more to her. Give her some little eyelashes. Ooh, yeah, the eyebrows
I love the
help.
little dot eyes. They are so cute.
That's what's easy for sketching, because the eyes are the ones that really have to, like, you need to take a minute on. And so, like, because then they have to be really, if you go into detail, they have to be really even. They have to do all this sort of stuff. You know, like, it is really, like, they can look wonky very fast the more detailed you get. But if you do the dot eyes, it's like, you know, you can hand wave a lot of shit. You don't have to worry about them being super on point or super centered or anything like that. All right, there we go.
Beautiful.
Momo. I say. I was seeing if I wanted to write it underneath or in line again. And we kept it in line. Perfect. All right.
Beautiful. Guys, I'm gonna have a neat little collection
Momo
by the end.
Momo came out real good, I will say. Very happy with Momo. But yeah, my hair is not pink in real life. I definitely have talked about this on stream before.
This is where your mom says, we have Momo at home, and then you actually do have Momo at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, definitely, my parents' burger is way better than McDonald's, so, you know, we do have Momo at home.
Ori, can I ask a quick favor?
Yeah?
Can you zoom out so I can see Sinet's tail real quick?
Does he have his tail very in this one? He has some of it in it.
Some of it. Does he have the tip of his tail? Is it, like, curling up and around?
A little, yeah.
Okay. We got a white stripe, last wave, and white dot. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Alrighty. But I constantly have the desire to dye my hair. I do think it's cool. However, my biggest issue is, one, I like color in my wardrobe. And I feel like having colorful hair quickly limits your wardrobe because you want it to match. And now it's like, oh, okay, just dye your hair to match your wardrobe, because I do have a specifically curated wardrobe. I do have a color palette. That's where issue 2 comes in. I have darker hair. It's not black, but it is dark brown. And I can, you know, people change a lot when they dye their hair to say like blonde or redhead from having darker hair. It looks very different, and I like how I look. So my concern is that I would look very different if I dyed to the color that I wanted, and if I dyed to a color that kept the tone, it would have to be like a dark purple or a dark blue, and that just wouldn't go with my wardrobe the way somehow dark brown hair does. It's just a very specific color palette issue that I have, and that's my problem.
Honestly, like, I would want to get my hair dyed in the worst way too. I think it's really cool. There's so many colors I want to try. I am worried about permanent damage to it.
I will say
that is my big reason. Where I'm just like, I don't think I'd be able to keep up with it, that I could keep it healthy. And I think it would kind of fall to shit.
See, that's the whole thing. I wouldn't want to do it and have my hair be this color forever. See, similar thing with I've definitely shown Bucket Brown, a cosplayer on the internet. They have hair that's pretty much the same texture as my hair, and they have it really short in this really cool like short style that I really, really do like. However, and everyone's like, oh, just like get it if you like it, it'll always grow back. And it's like, that's true, but there is this middle time of when you have short hair, growing it back to a longer length, that it's just awkward. There's an awkward, like, no matter what you do, you could go to the stylist all the time. There's an awkward hair length that it's just bad. Yeah. It's just bad. And there's nothing anybody could do about it. And it's just like, I'm afraid of the awkward length period. I don't want to deal with it. So I just go kind of short. My hair's usually like Momo short. That's where I like to do it.
Between, I would say, Momo short and maybe Hinata long.
Yeah, I can.
Right now, my hair is down to like mid back right now.
Yeah, I never let mine get that long.
This is too much hair. I need to get rid of it. Well, here's how Mars fucked up, you guys. For some reason, my hair rotation, depending on when I have long and short hair.
There they are.
Most people get their hair cut short in the summer months because it's hot, you want to be cool.
Dylan would love white hair, amazing.
And then they let their hair grow out during the winter months because it's nice and long, it keeps your neck covered, it's really nice. I fucked up because I cut my hair in the middle of the winter months, so it's short during winter, and then my hair grows super long during the summer, so I'm just dying all the time. I don't know how this happened. I can't fix it. Because by the time
just cut it again in the summer, Mars.
It's too damn long.
Just cut it again in the summer. Or cut it only to an okay but still longer length for the winter, and then cut it in the summer.
I don't want an okay but longer length. I'm sick of this weight and I want it gone.
Then just cut it twice in the summer.
I want to Mulan my hair.
Yeah, I probably cut my hair once or twice a year. It depends. I visit my grandmother in like July, July, and end of June, early July. And because we go to the beach all the time, that I cut my hair then. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with the tangles. You have to wash your hair every day. It's just easier to wash your hair when it's shorter. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't do that. And then sometimes I'm feeling it during like Christmas, Thanksgiving time, because you take a lot of pictures and everything. And I like presenting with shorter hair, I guess. But
it's a mood.
Yeah. But overall, okay, Momo's top tier here. I can't get over that. Edward's okay. It's been a long time since I've known Edward. Since I've like been with Edward, I guess. So I'm not as innately attuned to his vibes as I am with Momo. I really think that matters a lot. It's kind of wild. Just like
it
innately
really
feeling it to a certain extent is like kind of important. You get out of it and you're like, what? It just don't feel right. I will say
still
adding the
feel
eyebrows probably
the essence of Edward Elric, though.
helped.
So
Yeah,
I think it works.
he's not terrible, but Momo is amazing.
Momo
Oh no.
is fucking impressive.
I'm glad I'm just doing colors right now, but Jesus, look at what Ori has in store. Hello, Allie.
Oh God.
We do
Hi,
stan our
Allie.
angry short king. He's great. And I gave him a little more volume here. It's good. It's good stuff. He's good. But Momo, man, Momo came out nice. So Allie, basically what the doodles are, if you are interested in knowing at all, is Mars is needing to work on the comic. And so every full panel she does, I draw her a little doodle of any character she wants as motivation.
I need to add them to my collection.
Yes. Well, I always know that Mars laments about certain characters not having enough fan art and stuff of them.
Cough Goku from Gensoman Sayuki cough.
Did I do a stupid? What is happening here?
I don't know.
I
Did you
did not do a stupid. Well, I did, but not in the way I was concerned that I did, and that's good. I didn't do a stupid in the way I thought, which is what we like.
Hey.
Okay, we're gonna.
I love this panel of Ferrex getting smacked over the head with Sinnet.
Yes.
With Sinnet's tail.
That's a question for Mars, Mason. Maybe I will say I am getting a lot more comfortable in this little doodle style. So, you know, maybe in the future there's a thing to do where I just doodle characters that anybody calls out. I will say.
It's good practice.
I used to be fairly against that solely for the fact that I didn't feel like I was good enough at doing fast little doodles, but after being like literally forcing myself to master lines sketches merged to like give myself a doodle style, I feel a lot more confident. So
Which was fairly recently, in all honesty.
literally like the past week or two. Yeah. I have a big art level up, guys, I will say. See, this sometimes it happens that way, sometimes it doesn't. But I had a big art level up with doing like proportions and stuff fast. And then I had a big level up too, with getting a little doodle style and just thus being faster and quicker at art in general. So okay. There you go, Hoaxin.
Which is going to be oh so helpful for the comic.
Maybe. More helpful for the comic Ko-fi, because now I have more doodles, easier, faster to doodle for stuff, you know?
That's very true.
So when we open that back up, I'll have a nice little backlog.
And who doesn't love doodles of our little boys?
All right.
They're just so cute.
They're adorable. We stand. Okay, we'll do that.
Hi.
That's not a hole, Hoaxin.
This
That's
is the
your
outside ear
chest.
color.
Boop boop.
Scoobity boop.
Whap. All right.
There we go.
Then we have this.
Okay, I need your
that's
shirt
what I
color
thought.
next.
That's not what I wanted. Alt? No. Maybe? Maybe.
Okay, I'm curious, Ori, do you think this panel is worthy of a doodle?
Oh, you're gonna send it to me?
Well, I could just describe it to you, but I could do that too.
Yeah, just screenshot send it to me.
Okay, sounds good.
It's easy. Then I could just judge, and I don't have to be like. I mean, I'm saying it felt like you went through pretty quick, so I don't know, but. Thank you, Allie. I will say,
Maybe
Allie,
I'm just picking up
that's
the
the
pace.
side of the internet I'm on, if I'm being honest. You know, there's always a lot of, you know, talk about artists putting themselves down, and I feel like to a certain point it makes people like, oh, I shouldn't be proud. No, be proud. Now it's okay if you're not proud of everything. Not everything I draw is good, and a fair amount of the comic shit is like, no, we just gotta move on. I can't keep doing this. We just gotta move on, and I'm a little unhappy with it. But sometimes fucking knock it out of the park. And you know what else?
Sometimes everything just falls into,
you know what else?
Alignment.
Sometimes you gotta... my brain just died. I had a thing. Oh, it's okay to think that work you made in the past is still really good. Not all your old work has to be like, oh, I'm so much better, this is so bad. Like, there's a few pieces I drew in 2023 for fan art that are fucking epic, and they're still really good. There's other ones where I'm like, could have been better, but there's something like my Reagan and my fucking Vash.
Oh, that was a good one.
Shit. So good.
That Vash was amazing.
Are you sending me this thing?
Oh, not yet. I'm finishing it.
Oh, I thought you were done. I was waiting.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if it would count.
Well, that we'll have to see.
I'm just trying to fix some of these lines. I don't want to be too sloppy. There we go. That's better.
But I think that's a big thing that sometimes people feel. Yes, Allie. I also think is very important, and this is something sometimes people put to the wayside. It's okay to know that, like, you were proud of something and not be embarrassed that you were proud of it. So, like, I know that there's a bunch of much older art, like, very early in my art journey. And when I say early in my art journey, like, that was still high school. I was in high school when I really started my art journey, in my opinion. But, and there's pieces that I look back and they're very, the train master coming into the station. Welcome. Platform
hello.
1? I don't even know. But, and I remember being very, very proud of them. And I should have been, because where I was at art at that time, it was a large step. But, now, obviously, looking back, it's like, oh, I could do so much better, but that doesn't mean that what I did then is not something that old me should have been embarrassed to be proud of. I don't know if that made any sense at all. The point is that growth is not linear. Oh, and wow, we got everybody coming in. So it was a train master brought in Candy Consumer.
Candy
with the
Consumer,
choo-choo.
hello.
Beautiful pun. Top tier. Welcome.
Oh, that's amazing.
You went train watching last weekend. Ooh,
to our stream.
Any fun trains of note? Ooh.
Greetings, one and all.
I'll accept it, Mars, for 2 reasons.
Okay.
1, his tail is always a little difficult, and 2, he's in a weird pose, so you had to, like, think about it. If that makes sense.
Oh,
versus like being like straight on.
My brain.
Yeah. Film a train video.
Straight brain privilege.
Straight trains, nice. I'm glad it makes sense. Sometimes I feel
the wires are getting crossed in my head. Jesus
sometimes
Christ.
I feel like I ramble on.
Brain.
And it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, oh, I had a point in there. I hope somebody got it. All right, Mars.
I feel like if the passion is there, they'll always hear it.
Who are you asking for now?
Let's see. Who doesn't have much fan art online? I mean, would you be able to do Goku from Getsumon and
Yeah,
Sayuki?
I can.
All right, I'll give you a choice. Do you want to do Goku or Sanzo? Because both are pretty good.
Gen, Suma, Sayuki.
Do you need me to spell it for you?
I got there. If I get there fast enough, if I get close enough, I'll get there. Okay. We had Goku. What was the other one?
Sanzo.
Okay.
Spelled like how it sounds. That one's not too bad.
Let's get a good. Okay. Well, that's you.
Oh, I know, Allie. And this is why I must contribute and show the world that there's more than
Ooh.
one Goku.
Oh, they're both
He's a
really
very-
good. It's
he's
just
a very
blonde
pale,
Wolfwood,
little
Mars. What are you
goofball.
thinking?
What?
Danzo is just blonde Wolfwood.
He really is.
This is tough. This is tough.
Yeah, he really fucking is.
This is tough. The first image is like, this man is just blonde. Look at this, guys. Is he not just blonde Wolfwood?
Fucking is.
This is the most blonde Wolfwood a man could be without just being Wolfwood with his hair dyed. What the fuck?
He's also a priest.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. He has a gun, he smokes, he's a priest. Look at his face. Full Metal Alchemist and Dandadan. Yes, and now we're going into Gensumon Sayuki, which is apparently Journey to the West retelling.
Yes.
Which is always
The
a fan
first season,
favorite.
it's old, it's very good. The subsequent seasons to follow, in my opinion, but that first season, oh, that hit. That slapped so hard. Good found family
Okay.
shit.
I feel like I gotta do this guy. This is just really good. Oh, there he is. That somebody drew him? No, that looks official. All right.
Damn.
Ah.
There are a couple of official things. I had a friend in college who studied abroad in Japan, and she got me a Gensumon Sayuki calendar, like one of those big wall calendars. Like, we're talking massive. It was like poster size, conventional poster size.
Allie, I think episode 1
Allie,
is
I'm
something
vibing with Don
you have to get through to get to the beautiful meat of the sandwich that is Dandadan, okay? Episode 1 is a test. Only for the truest of people.
It's a test
only for
to
the
see
most
how long you're willing to stick
hardcore
around.
anime fans that are like, all right, we know that one episode is not enough. When you see episode 2, though, we're in it now, man. We're in it. We're going.
The
We're
things
having a
that
time.
sold me in episode 1 was the phone conversation between Momo and Okarun. That's when I knew, oh, we're going to try to do something deep here. That's nice. And the moment where she heard Okarun's name and that friggin' explosion in the background, I was like, oh, and we're getting a good comedy out of it too. Based. I'm here for this. We're getting character, which I love, and we're getting some comedy, which, God, I need more of in my life.
Is
so.
episode 1 a
Win-win.
test? Yes. Did I
Yes.
trust Mars very hard that I would like this show while watching episode 1? Yes.
God, you're not letting me live that down.
Because I just, again, in the end, Mars, you triumphed. Okay, this is a song of
And I
triumph.
am
You should
proud
feel
of that.
proud that you're not living this down. You should be happy that both the fact that I trust you so hard that I was very uncomfortable, and in any other circumstance I would have fucking turned it off. Yeah, episode 1 was something else, but because you
No, I'm hella
specifically
honored.
recommended it, Mars, I powered through, and I am very glad I did because I love it. It's good shit. But I'm just, you know, it was a trust fall in anime style, in anime form.
It really was, God.
It was
Man.
very much an anime trust fall, guys. Okay, your hair is gonna be the worst part of you, sir. He's got like mid bangs, which is a very odd thing to
How
have.
dare you do disgruntled father figure dirty?
Okay, he has mid bangs. Very few anime characters have mid bangs. That's not how they teach you to do bangs
Welcome to the 90s,
in art
Ori.
school. This is very true.
Welcome to the 90s.
Even Momo's bangs make more sense than whatever the
Nothing
fuck
made
this guy
sense.
has. Okay?
Oh, episode 4 was phenomenal, Allie.
So far I think I like episode 2. I really enjoyed episode 2. I really like everybody's like vibe together. I like the setup of it. Good stuff. I'm excited to see what happens in episode 7 though. Cause that we could
Pastry Puff, you will make it through.
Yeah, Pastry Puff, you'll be fine, okay? I think you'll be fine. Literally all it is, Pastry Puff, is episode 1 will make you uncomfortable. Be prepared for
the
that.
Jokes about alien probes, like you're gonna get probed by aliens.
You will be uncomfortable. Be prepared for that. But
that's the punchline.
That it is only that episode.
Setup.
Know that it is only that episode that is that bad so far, and it is hella worth it overall. Because the art is amazing, the music is great, the characters are fantastic.
Plays into larger themes, but that's neither here nor there.
You know, it is hella worth it. But you go online and you watch basically anyone, like, oh yeah, our first watching Dawn to Dawn, they're like, oh, how funny alien ghost, you know, friends show, and then they're like, episode 1 is like, but it's just episode 1. The rest is classic Japanese comedy humor shit with cool battles and lots of really good interpersonal writing and it was made.
It's also complemented by really good animation.
Yeah,
really
and camera movement. It was specifically directed by a film buff. Okay, it's a film, so he's in it. You know what I'm saying?
Also made by the same people who did Devilman Crybaby.
Speaking of Devilman Crybaby, and I know they have nothing to do with each other, but their names just sound mildly similar. There's apparently a Devil May Cry anime coming out in 2025.
You know, I heard of that, and I'm both.
I mean, it looks cool, but
a little scared.
Yeah, I don't really know a ton about the actual games, but the animation looks cool.
I just know that Dante is a goddamn gremlin.
Yeah, he gives why am I blanking on his name? Who's the white-haired guy in fucking the Vampire Dies in No Time? No, Vampire Dies in No Time. Ronaldo. He gives Ronaldo visually. Yeah, it features Dante. Yes, it features Dante. Dante's the main boy. Yeah, visually, I'm just like that
what
game
is happening here.
Very Ronaldo.
I think
but Pastry Puff, if I'm being honest, Pastry Puff, you'll love it because the levels of depth that come out of it in the way that like the animation is, the colors, the wording, everything, I think you'll really have a field day.
The symbolism.
But I
think you're going to enjoy it, Pastry.
That episode 1 will make you uncomfortable. Okay, like that's it. Only episode 1 though.
Don't get me wrong, guys. It made me uncomfortable too.
It made Mars uncomfortable too.
I had enough people in my feed telling me stick with it, and I was like, okay. I know people are calling this one of the good ones, and I want to watch something that has a active community surrounding it for once.
Okay, he's not my favorite, but he's okay. I'm sorry. He had a lot of shit going on. Good night, Trainmaster. Pulling out of the station. I tried.
He looks like he got hit in the face.
Okay, maybe I'll try and clean him up again.
From a 36-hour nap.
So this is from.
I'm so tired.
So this is from Sayuki, something Sayuki.
I'm gonna spell it for everybody.
I found it.
Someone in Sayuki.
It is from, that. It's from that, which is a telling of the story of the Journey to the West. And he is, I guess, the second character to the main character.
It's very good.
Is he the priest?
He's the priest, yeah.
Ah, okay, so he's like technically the main boy.
Characters.
He's technically the main boy.
We got 4 main characters. We got Sanzo as the priest. We got Goku as his charge. We have Gojo as his
Is he the horse?
Helper. And
oh no, he's Sandy, and then the pink-haired guy is Pigsy.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, you have it reversed. Pigsy is supposed to be the guy with the monocle.
Oh, really? Okay.
His name is Hakai.
Create new from clip. These boys, as I'm assuming, it's not great quality, but it looks like this guy is Pigsy.
So,
we have the priest, which I forget his name. We have the Monkey King. We have Pigsy, and then we have Sandy.
Yeah. So we got from left to right, we got Gojo, Hakai, Sanzo, and Goku, and they are one of the best found family stories I have seen.
The Journey to the West story is just very good in general, so all the retellings are very fun most of the time.
Oh yeah. My biggest gripe is that it's still not finished.
Oh no.
And I need an ending because, oh my god.
No, never. Too late. It's been too long.
They set up so much shit.
See, part of me is always like, it'd be fun to do retellings of stuff. I like their designs. I mean, I'm sad Sanzo I did so dirty. Maybe we'll try him again.
It's definitely 90s, but like, oh, it's good.
Well, see, the problem is it's like when you have hair that's that unsimplified to then immediately try to shove it into my much more hair simplified style without any practice and any testing within 5 minutes where I have to draw the rest of him. There's definitely a lot to be desired.
There's only so many ways that could have ended.
It was never gonna be good. I need more practice.
Fair enough.
There's a reason I could do it with Milano and everything. Yes. Okay. Lego Monkey Kid is the gem that more people need to know about, and it has fucking Sayu.
I want to watch it because Sayu is in it.
I've only seen a couple things, and it's so good.
What is happening here?
Oh, thank you, Allie.
What's the Slayer doing?
It's definitely not bad for what I had time for, but it should be. It is like I've only ever heard like pretty great things about it, especially for being a Lego show.
Ori, the reason I am laughing so hard is because he is very tired in canon. Like, he is tired. He is done with everyone's shit. He wants to get the journey over, but he's got these three knuckleheads around him.
At all these
he's
other...
just done with life.
There's two images of him.
Like, it's perfect.
And it is the most blonde Wolfwood that could ever blonde Wolfwood, and then the rest of him is just looking at you like, why have you made me do this today?
Which is a mood. Honestly, if it weren't so long, I would say let's watch it. But he's a long boy.
Yeah. That's my biggest problem with getting into anime nowadays. If it's like super long already, it's like just the time sink is kind of tough.
Cough, One Piece cough.
To me, the main reason I don't do One Piece is because I absolutely abhor the art style. No, if you like it, please enjoy it. I just don't, and I can't do it.
Getsu Modern is only 50 episodes.
That's not too terrible, actually.
Why do I think it was more?
You just wished it was more. You would hope. You prayed. You were like,
please,
give me more. It ended
satisfyingly, but it was clearly not the end.
So I was only in the later seasons. Still worth it, but it still looks really fun.
Still worth it.
It still looks really cool. Like it's definitely looks to be a good show, and I'm totally up for like the Lego Batman movie. Fucking slaps, you know.
Ori, you need to watch that. You would adore Robin.
I know.
You would fucking adore their version of Robin.
I know. There's just only so much time in my life, Mars.
You know.
And most of it is comic and videos. But
that's a 2-hour movie, Ori.
Yeah, 2 hours I could have spent editing videos.
Hey.
Nicole, hello. Is it that time? Oh, no, you're early. Hello, Nicole. This is much earlier for Nicole. Oh, is it because of daylight savings time?
Oh, has it finally worked in our favor?
Because it works in our favor, Nicole. Because it's later there for you now, right?
Are we reaping the benefits of daylight savings time? Is this the benefit of daylight?
I mean, this is Eastern Standard Time, so this is the time we would always have if, you know, America was cool and stuff. But
we're not.
No, very not cool. Oh, we got multiple people coming into the server. Oh no, it's just train twice, you know, 2 trains, double train. Ooh, lovely doodles there. pastry puff. Nice.
Oh, there's trivia.
Is that Holmes?
Answers.
Is that home? I love home.
Like 13.
Train times 2.
Hasn't lost a trial since the word was trial.
Ah.
It wasn't case.
Damn it.
It was trial.
Oof. Oh,
okay,
that's so close.
I thought for sure that Gumshoe wasn't going to use the word prodigy.
Oh,
prodigy.
shit!
I thought for sure he was going to use...
I should know
genius.
this.
I think I know this.
Oh, can I cheat? Pastry puff? No, I won't cheat.
Random ass guess.
Ooh, it's one of 2 colors. It's one of 2 colors. Aye. Do I have any other gripes?
I'm
with
waiting
the One
with
Piece?
bated
What do
breath
you mean?
here.
Other? You mean other than the stick waists? I think is your biggest gripe, Mason. I've heard. All the women have straws for torsos. Yeah. That's the only issue you have. I don't like how the faces look. I don't like how basically all of it looks. Yes, Holma's fun. Holma's fun. Someone drew him for our zine. I really just overall, yeah, Hosen doesn't change. He's afraid or scared or startled, maybe a little angry. You got it right? Okay, then I'm gonna go with my original guess.
Wait, I got it right? Fuck yes!
Ah, damn, I got it wrong.
Proud. All right, everyone else.
I drew him so long ago.
Good luck. Good luck, you can do it.
All right. What was I saying? Yeah, I see so many. If I look up Zoro One Piece, there is so much hot man art of Zoro. Okay.
I am angry that Zoro does not look as good in the show.
People draw him so
like, this man
fucking
is hot.
sexy.
Why doesn't
it's
he
so
look
amazing.
hot?
And then I look at him in the show, and it's like, how did we get from here to here, sir? How did we? This is not what I was promised.
Artistic license.
This is not what I was promised.
A shit ton of artistic license. That's how we got to there.
Like, I've seen multiple people, like, even this one, so stylized, but he looks so much better. Look at I love this. I need to follow this person, actually. Jesus fuck, I love this art style.
You gotta show off.
Hold on.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Do you have an Instagram? Good them. Please say yes. No, that's a Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I want Instagram. Yes?
How about a Tumblr? We'll even take a Tumblr.
Yes. We do have an Instagram. Oh my god, they've drawn Dungeon Meshi!
Oh, snap.
Okay, top tier. We love. Oh my god, he has. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Yeah, seriously, Candy. This is a piece of candy. Because look at this Zoro. Look how good he looks! And then he's just not. It's just not good.
Beautiful.
Your secret identity has been revealed? Oh, now I have to check. Oh, it's Rando! Oh, you got me, Rando! Rando, you got me!
Man,
all right, look at this.
You were too good at this.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Look at this Dungeon Meshi. He's in Minecraft. Look at my boy.
Okay, Minecraft Laios is amazing.
We stand my boy.
That is too damn cute. You know, I would not be surprised if someone made a Minecraft skin of Laios. And if it hasn't happened yet, somebody get on that, please.
No, there's definitely. Where's my finished zine? That far back? It's too far back. There it is. The finished zine. Lovely. Laios would, yeah, Laios, he would. But yeah, and so this is the shit that I expected. Like, obviously not identically, but in like classic anime style. And then the One Piece style is just not it, Chief. Like, it's just not it. How? This is official, guys. This is official. I want you to know.
The biggest problem I have with One Piece is it's just too long.
This is official
no good
art.
Point of entry
How
that's
did we
friendly
get
to newcomers.
what I showed you before from this? Wait, what is this?
Okay, I don't like the neck.
It's the neck.
The neck makes
It's
me
the face.
uncomfortable.
Just, can't do it. It's just not the same man, okay? It's not the same man, and I can't deal with it. Everyone in my life was like, "Ori, you'd love One Piece. It has all the things you like. It's got pirates, it's got friendships, it's got..." And I'm like, I fucking bet I would. I fucking bet I would. But I just
frustrates me so much. Because I know there are good characters. I know there are good arcs. I know there's like really fun story stuff happening.
I just can't bring myself
I
to
can't.
do it. I can't bring myself
I can't.
to do it. I mean, if I'm being honest, the only reason I watched...
Not even filler episodes, but filler minutes? Hell no, we're not doing that. I don't got that kind of time.
That I have watched
kind of time to figure that out.
Fairy Tail or Naruto
Also,
is because I managed it in the time that I had temporal abilities, that period of time every anime fan goes through, where somehow you manage to consume way more anime than should physically be possible. That's the only reason I've finished
that
those.
moment only comes once in your life.
Yeah, you get that. It's an early anime
for me,
thing.
That was Hunter x Hunter.
For me, it was Fairy Tail, and I did get through Naruto, and that was it.
Quick thing, Ori.
Yes.
His Ahoge stripey, it's on the opposite side.
Ah. Look how out of practice I am, guys. Mars is correcting me. At least I got his eyebrow the right color this time.
You did get his eyebrows the right color. Yes.
That was the main one that happened to me. And I've forgotten a line.
Nope.
That's not the right pen. There we go.
Whoopsie doopsie. Alright.
No, I honestly, Pastry Puff and everybody else who loves Dungeon Meshi, I think my favorite genre of fan content for Dungeon Meshi is putting Laios in this other world and watching him eat stuff. I love it so much because he, one, so fucking would, and two, it's just so good. It's just so creative. It's just so lovely. Like, I'm just like, oh, Laios and Pokemon. Oh, he's just eating the Pokemon. You know what? Is it kind of concerning? Sure, but it's Laios. I don't really care. It's good. It's funny. Okay? I think it's funny. In Minecraft, let's just eat everything. You know? Yes, exactly, Pastry Puff. Pokemon's a big one because I feel like everybody, you know, once you get old enough is like, what are they eating in Pokemon? We don't see any other animals. Guess it's Pokemon. And, you know, and everyone's kind of a little okay with it. A little disturbed, but a little okay with it.
It is confirmed. Weren't people eating Slowpoke tails as a delicacy?
It is, yeah. But I will say there is a separate, like, connotation to this is a delicacy, because I still feel like in our world people eat shit that like I wouldn't eat as a delicacy, you know? Like, why are you eating the last dodo as a delicacy? You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff where it's like, delicacy is kind of too far. Not the Pikmin. Laios would eat Pikmin. He would.
Laios would hella eat Pikmin.
It's just another Mandrake, man. It's just another Mandrake. Yeah. But God, that is my favorite type of fan art. Literally. And okay, guys. I have the best piece of Dungeon Meshi fan art crossover ever. Okay? It is amazing. I literally waited, like, with bated breath to get this as a print. Meshi. Because it is my two favorite things in the entire world. and I need the fan art of it. It's not gonna come up in my search, isn't it? Oh,
No.
it's you here. No. Yeah, sure. I want to go to your website. I'll never be able to find it now. It's Dungeon Meshi X
Goddamn.
Overcooked, and it's gorgeous. It's the best
And they
thing.
did such a good job of translating that art style. It's so beautiful.
It feels so good. I'm never gonna be able to find. Oh, is it this? It is this. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Let me just see if I can get the full version or just the image of a print version. Okay, it looks like I can only get the image of a print version. But still.
Damn.
I love it. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. I love it so much. Look at them. Look at it's just
That's
gorgeous.
so
Okay, this is a
good.
pin. That's not part of it. But like it has all of their meals. It has stuff. Just so good. Just a little thing. Ugh.
I love
I
how much
own
thought
this
went
print
into
now.
this.
And it is one of my favorite prints. If I'm like probably I got a lot of good Dungeon Meshi prints, man. Don't get me wrong. But this is my favorite. Because this is everything I could have ever wanted. Yeah, overeats the art. Stuff yourself on this art. You found a different version. I saw that one. This is the one that I have, though. It's just, the ambiance that has all the things. I just love. And Laios in the style is adorable. Senshi is basically just Senshi in the style, honestly. But oh,
He really is. He did not change much.
Oh my lordy above.
It's so
It's
cute.
so good. Keep going on the wrong. Let's move this so I can not keep doing that.
Alrighty.
But it's so
Let's
good.
finish you up, Sinnant.
So lordy good.
My boy.
I thought you were longer than that. But that's okay. But oh yeah, so good. I'm very happy with that print. I saw that when they first made it. I was like, I need this. Please print this. Please make this a print, please. And they did. And I'm so
Need it
happy.
in my life. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it.
Literally. Senshi is your favorite overcooked character. God, if I honestly,
Okay,
it's
if
never
they
gonna
ever
happen.
do a crossover and put Senshi in the game and
I would
Laios and all of them.
Purchase it
God,
8
could you
times.
imagine?
I would.
Jesus.
Mars, you know how much I love Overcooked, and you
I
know how
do.
much I love Dungeon Meshi. Like,
You're
literally,
not wrong.
my two favoritist, like, groups of things. Like, so good.
Together at last.
Dungeon Meshi Freerun is also a good one. I love the ones where
A Dungeon Meshi
Chilchuck
Freerun is
yells
fun. I like when
at
Marcel and Freerun are hanging out. That's fun.
I like when Chilchuck yells at Freerun for going in the mimics.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I like those a lot.
I think I've seen one or two of those.
Ooh, I've also seen Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom Dungeon Meshi crossovers.
Oh, yeah,
those are
where
good
Link is
too.
showing off. Well, because Zelda has actually said, "Here, eat this frog," which is very Laios of her.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. It's specifically Zelda and like Laios being bros and shit. But I feel like it's just like obviously every like property, you know, people do like crossover art and stuff. But I feel like Dungeon Meshi uniquely has a through line with Laios specifically. I will eat literally anything that looks mildly edible, and even if you don't consider it mildly edible, it probably looks mildly edible to me. And it just opens up such a world of like, oh, this other thing has cooking in it in a kind of weird fantasy world. Let's shove Laios and friends in there. And it's just so good. You're currently playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I don't know that one.
Oh, I know that game. I've never played that one myself, but I have watched video essays on it. It's a wild trip. I've heard it's both surreal and somewhat depressing.
Well, that seems to be why it's the whiplash
on it. There's another video that did a deep dive. I wish I could remember the name of the channel. They also did a deep dive on the Little Nightmares franchise, which was very interesting. And guys, I am a person, I will be honest, I love horror games. I think they're very cool. You can tell really interesting stories through them, but you cannot pay me to play a horror game. I will happily watch videos for days on end about the hidden meaning.
I will specifically watch Markiplier or MatPat
play them, but I will
play
not
a
play
horror
them
game.
myself.
But that's about it. See,
I will say I did break my rule though, because I did play Indigo Park with my dad.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a time because there's a scene where you're being chased by one of the characters. Her name is Molly McCaw. And you're trying to get through this like playpen area where you're climbing through these tunnels and everything, trying to escape her. And you got like this hulking, realistic parrot mascot just running after you. It's like, it's fucking freaky because she's like screaming at you because she's a parrot.
That's why
she's
it works,
like,
Allie.
And it's horrible. It's terrifying. I hate it. There was a glitch in the early versions of that game where you're going through one of the tunnels and your mouse clips. Your character gets stuck on the corner trying to get around and she catches you. When I first played that, I screamed bloody murder. My dad was like, should I close the windows? I think the neighbors are going to think something's wrong. And I'm like, no, just let me figure this out. Just let me figure this out. It kept happening so much that I became desensitized to the kill screen.
Yeah.
I was literally like, fuck, not again.
That's definitely what happens with the jump scares.
I'm not scared anymore. I'm just mad.
When I first was watching people play Five Nights at Freddy's, this is like when the first game was new and like just came out, right? Like this is very early in the whole franchise.
Which gay is yours?
I would actually like hit I was watching on like an iPad or a tablet or something. I would literally like smack the screen of my tablet when like the person got the jump scare. I would literally smack it, like I would hit it, and I would like I couldn't stop myself. But then finally after a while I didn't have to smack it because you could once you could tell it's like, oh shit, you fucked up, like okay, it's gonna happen.
You know what's coming.
Yeah,
it's no secret.
But I love it was like I'm pretty sure it was a Tumblr post because honestly everything's a Tumblr post at this point, but it was like, oh yeah, I don't like horror movies, but I love, and they're like, oh, but you love watching like horror games and stuff, and it's like, yeah, there's something about like having Markiplier in the little corner that just makes it more comforting. They're like, oh, that's what I need Markiplier in the corner narrating my giving commentary during the fucking horror movie.
That's the thing, because the whole thing with horror is that there's an illusion. You're in this scenario, you're immersed in it. Having a little guy in the corner reminds you, oh yeah, he's just playing a video game and vibing.
Just a little
this
guy.
Is safe.
He's also goofy about it. They have to be if they're too serious, it doesn't work. But if they're goofy, then the goof works. The goof counteracts the scare.
If they're goofy about it, then it's fine.
Having a funny little guy makes it safe.
Together. Don't judge. It's my comfort, little guy.
It's my comfort,
He's
little
my
guy.
Support, little guy.
I need my support, little guy. I literally will only. I don't even watch all of Markiplier's horror games because I will say the ones that are like in like 3D that are like supposed to be quote unquote like more realistic, I can't do. I just don't want to risk it. But like basically everything else, I'm like, yes, I will watch Markiplier play this funny little game because he's a funny little guy.
No, your eyes are
Candy.
looking
Little rando.
down at him. Okay, there we go.
Yes, the proto badger. It was less like actual fear and more just like Edgeworth, he's gonna die. it was definitely startling when it first started moving, and then it's very much like you're screaming at the character to please move out of the way and notice.
Oh, no,
and also,
what you guys heard during stream, that was pure fear on my part.
oh really?
That was pure fear.
I was
like
upset.
I hated that scene so much. It seemed to last forever. When Pastry Puff posted that trivia about
Yes,
how many
Nicole.
scenes, I thought it was 5.
I
Turns
hate
out
that
it was
too.
only 3. And I'm like, how the fuck? It felt like it lasted forever.
Yep, Rando,
That was horrible.
See, I definitely wasn't afraid the whole time. When he got up, that was fear. And then it was, oh my god,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
not Edward, why? Not the blue. Out of all of the things,
It's-
the horror
It's the
mascot.
fucking vacant stare. And I'm just like,
Oh,
Ori,
yeah.
you didn't tell me we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
I didn't know either. Honestly,
Oh, Allie,
so
I see yours
good.
at Indigo Park. That, honestly, I'm so glad they gave Rambly a little song at the end. That brought me back to Portal and Portal 2 with Gladys singing at the end. And I was like, oh, Chef's Kiss, we stand. Beautiful. I don't want Rambly to be a villain, though. Please
Yeah,
make him a
he
good
gonna
guy.
be. No, he gonna be.
No,
There's no way.
Let him be helpful.
There's no way.
I like him.
There's no way.
He likes trains. He can't be evil.
Train enthusiast already left. You don't have to pander.
Evil people don't like trains.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, by the way, I finished the panel.
A worthwhile one?
Very worthwhile. It has
All right.
Sinnott staring down at Hotsen.
Beautiful. Who am I doing?
Let's see.
He needs a second pass. We'll probably give him a second pass eventually. At the end, probably. I did him so dirty, man. He needs
Ooh.
help.
Okay, you said you specifically want to be able to access references, so I'll save this one for another night. But how about we do...
I don't know who couldn't access references, but okay.
Well, I was gonna say we both love Tress of the Emerald Sea, but Tress doesn't really have a reference to go off of. We just have a description. So I was
Yeah.
gonna let you like play with that and use
No,
your
that's
imagination.
too much brain
but
power for 5
that's
minutes.
Too much brain. That's
Yeah.
too much brain. You're right.
Character design needs more time.
Let's do Sasaki.
This is true. Sasaki! Alright.
Because guys, if Ori is giving me all these, I gotta be nice to her in return.
Oh, boy. Oh, we got a lovely reference. Hello, my boy. My beautiful boy. Oh, look at my boy! We love my boy. We stan my boy. He's such a good boy. We love boy. Boy, boy, boy.
Boy, boy, boy.
Boy, boy, boy. Look at him. Ah.
He's so good.
Okay. Edward, you could go away for now. We just need to make room for the reference, okay? I promise he'll come back.
Bye, Momo.
Yeah. Genja, you can go away, Zanzo. We'll fix you later, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh dear, I feel like this is a reference and I should understand it.
It is a reference. It says /ref. This is the like, oh, a circle in a triangle factory? How queer! I'll consult my manager immediately. Oh, guess we're doing circles now. That's what that is.
No memory of that one.
Yeah, you never know, Allie. With these horror guys, these horror game creators, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
I gotta say, Allie, I am ready for chapter 2. Finley was not terrifying at the end, but he was definitely like a whoa, okay, what happened here kind of moment. But nah, guys, I'm a wimp. I was playing Bendy in the Ink Machine one time. This was like back when it first came out. And I was fucking screaming bloody murder when the cutouts popped out of the wall.
And
it wasn't even a real goddamn monster.
And this is why I solely watch my little guy in the corner play the games.
Hey, you know, I have tried. I have tried to brave the horror games, and I have succeeded. because I got past chapter 1 of Indigo Park because I really thought it was cool and I wanted to beat it. Oh, Allie, did you see Finley at the end of chapter 1? He was huge. He was freaking huge. That wasn't a friendly little dragon. That was a sea monster. But I'm genuinely like curious, like, is it going to be a chase? Is it going to be a fight? Are we going to take him on like Moby Dick style? I'm so curious.
Oh, that would be fun. Moby Dick style. That would be super fun.
It's one of those things where I'm like, you still gotta remember this is an indie game, so you gotta like accept there are some limitations to it. But I don't know, I feel like they could pull something like that off. I mean, he's in a tank of water. It's like an like one of those like tunnels you walk through. That's kind of the setting. So like you're walking through one of those water tunnels and he's like swimming next to you, swimming above you. I'm like, okay, we could have a chase through there, and then maybe when we make our way to like the big part of the tank, we hop in a little boat and I don't know, Moby Dick it up.
Okay.
Well,
Sasaki.
that would be absolutely terrifying, Allie, because I'm already scared of water. So
No. Sasaki
it's definitely one of
really
those
just
situational
went, I have
fears.
bedhead as a hairstyle.
I mean, you're nailing it right now.
I mean, that's
But
good
oh
to
my
hear.
god, the face and the expression are incredible.
That's the fun of
Just
it.
like no thoughts, head empty. Oh no, not head
No,
empty. No
Mia.
thoughts, only Mia.
Only Mia. Yeah, that's it. No
Only
thoughts,
Mia.
only Mia.
So Pastry Puff, essentially in the video game Allie and I are talking about, there will be a giant ass monster that we might have to take down, and I'm thinking like harpoon style. Like kill it a la Moby Dick, because we guillotined Molly real well in chapter 1, so I don't think a harpoon would be that much of a stretch. Poor Molly.
The Ghost and Molly McCaw.
God, I need to still finish watching that.
Yeah. So good. I have to watch the newer season, which was the last season.
Pirate the Sea Serpent.
Yes.
Okay. Allie, if we befriend him, a la the sea monster in Mario 64, I'm okay with that too. It'd be good to have a giant monster on our side, please. It feels like if chapter 2 does come out, I will probably play it just because I do like the guy behind it. Like, I watched some of his videos. He talks so passionately about the project, and that's something I relate to, where it's like, yes, I understand, like, the want to see it come to life, the feeling of, oh my God, people are interested. They actually want to see us. Like, it's relatable. And I respect the effort on his part.
Okay. I'll give you a collared shirt. It has to be open.
Rando, you are full of references tonight. You're on fire. Oof. Well, Allie, the problem with that is Ori's the one in control of stream. She's the one who's got the whole setup and the whole
It's my
like,
stream,
pet
guys. I
make it
allowed.
so if Ori plays any game, it's got to be a game that one Ori likes and Ori is reasonably good at.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, and you
I just
have
don't
to
have the
believe me.
setup to
You
take
have
over.
to take my word for it. Okay, I promise. Sasaki, hold on. All right, you have to take my word for it, because I've had people not believe me in the past, and then they find out later how true it really is. Okay?
It's very true.
Ori is really bad at game. Okay?
So,
now, you might be like,
I died a
yeah,
lot during the Molly McCaw scene. Imagine how often Ori would die.
Love when streamers are bad at game, right? That's what you say. That's what you say. Oh, it's funny when people are bad at games. To a point. Ori is so bad at game that it puts any funness to shame after she will literally be unable to get past any game with a significant level of difficulty. And now if you think it's significant, we're totally bad. Oh, this game's easy. No, it's not for Ori. Okay? If you know the game Wandersong, Ori struggled with platforming in Wandersong. Wandersong is an easy game that is mainly not platforming related. However, in the moments that it was, Ori failed a lot more than probably most people would have. Okay? Ori plays Ori and the Blind Forest on story mode, the easy mode, and dies a lot. A lot. Okay? I need you to understand how bad at game Ori is. Okay, I need this to be drilled into, because there's a reason that we specifically play games that are mental related games. Because Ori's good at that. Ori has a brain. It works for math and shit. It does not work for hand-eye coordination related to specifically gaming. All right? I really need this. I told Dylan, I have known.
You gotta tell them the Dark Souls story.
Okay, I have known Dylan for nearly 10 years now. We've been together for nearly 10 years, okay? And at the very beginning of our relationship, we played Smash Bros. Together, and I'm very bad, okay? And I got okay after many times. Dylan's very good at it, but the point is I'm not good, okay? I'm not great. I'm pretty bad. After seeing this, he still was like, all right, after years in a relationship, he's like, Ori, I will only propose to you after you beat the Dark Souls game, the first one, because he loves the Souls franchise. He loves Elden Ring. He loves all the Dark Souls game, Bloodborne, Sekiro. He loves all of it. Okay? And he's like, I want you to experience this. It's important to me. And I'm like, Dylan, I'm never going to be able to beat it. Never. Like, it'll be impossible. That is a hard fucking game. I will never, ever be able to beat it. And I have honestly no desire to. So that makes it way worse, okay? Because persistence is the name of the fucking game when it comes to Dark Souls, which Ori has none. Or does not have persistence. Overcooked Ori has persistence.
Good gamers die in Dark Souls and Sekiro.
Yeah, really good gamers die.
It is designed to drive you insane.
Okay. So we just kept putting it off. Ori was never gonna do it. Ori was like, okay, we'll make it happen. Whatever, maybe I'll propose. Who knows? We played Baldur's Gate on stream. Okay. And Dylan finally realized how absolutely dog shit horrific I am at games. He didn't believe me after all of the times that we played games together.
She was exaggerating.
He thought that I was exaggerating. You watch that first stream of Baldur's Gate. That's the first time I've played Baldur's Gate. It's on that stream, okay? It's in a VOD. It's on our YouTube channel. And you can get every single episode of Baldur's Gate is Dylan getting increasingly more pissed off at my ineptitude at playing a game that is specifically like an overworld point-and-click
doing was
turn-based combat game
around Ori.
Hey, he got mad at you too. You're not out of this. But Mars has much more persistence than I do.
I kept forgetting D&D rules and how to trigger them in game.
Mars also has significantly much more game persistence than I do. I will say there are very few games that I care enough about to have to there's very few games that I care enough about to be so persistent in it at the level of skill that I have in order to beat it. I will give up. I am not ashamed of giving up. I will stop and never play it again.
I will not give
just
up.
How
That's
it is.
why I kept going against Molly McCaw.
Yeah, I would have given up. We would have been done.
That was like 37 tries.
Yeah, we would have been done. We would have been done. 10, I probably would have been like, is this one or nothing? And then we'd be done. We move on. However, Overcooked. Overcooked is a game that I will play over and over and over and over again. 2 reasons as to why. It's specifically a cooperative game. So it's not just me that's failing every time, it's everybody has to work in sync. So there's not the same level of it's just me and I have to keep going, right? There's like the frustrating is like spread out throughout everybody. You know, I'm not the only one at fault. And 2, I actually like that game, like a lot. Like I actually like the game. I like, being with, I don't like Dark Souls. I'm not interested in it. I'm very sorry. I'm not particularly interested in a mascot game, you know? You could find a game, possibly, that I'd care about enough, but it's like, it's the reason I'll never play Hollow Knight, okay? I'm sorry, I'll never play it. I'll never win, ever. Never,
I think
ever,
it took
ever.
me 15 tries to beat Hornet.
Yep. Multiply any amount of times that it would take Mars by at least 3 times, and then factor into the account that Ori would give up after probably 10
guys,
tries, maybe.
I'm not
That sounds like a lot.
good at game, but I'm fucking
But
stubborn.
Ori's worse.
I bought this game with money, so I am going to play it and beat it.
See, that's why I see. That's your fault, Mars. I won't buy the game. I specifically won't buy the game.
I will buy the game because it's either pretty,
I'm glad.
it has a good soundtrack, or it looks fun.
That's why I watch somebody else do it. That's literally, and that's why I watch anybody else do it.
That's the thing that convinced me to buy Hollow Knight for myself. I did watch someone else do it. And I was like, ooh, a challenge. Accepted.
Pastry Puff, I'm glad that we have been, you have been around in chat, that we've been streaming enough for this to come up enough times that people believe me. I'm validated by the fact that patrons are like, yeah, or you'd suck. Good. I'm glad we understand the level of inept that Ori has at game. It'd be so fun. Literally every single one. I don't think there's a crossover with Dungeon Meshi that I think would be bad. Every fan.
I can't think of
I bet someone's done it. I
Dungeon
bet
Meshi
someone's done it,
crossover.
Pastry Puff. Dungeon Meshi Hollow Knight. Yeah, no, I get that, but like easy games, I already have to do multiple times, and that's all I'm saying.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
No, it's not an easy game.
No, I know specifically Hollow Knight is not an easy game. But all I'm
to
saying is
look
that
at. Beautiful
I think it looks
soundtrack.
really cute.
Like, oh my god, I could just hang out in some of those worlds for days on end and just listen to the music. Oh, that's rough alley. Yeah, Celeste ain't easy.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. I've watched someone play Celeste, and then after watching someone play Celeste, I went, Dylan, you'd like Celeste. And Dylan went, yes, I did. And it was hard, but not that hard, but hard. And I went, yeah, your definition of hard means nothing to me because you play Dark Souls. And you're good at
Hard
Dark
is a
Souls.
relative term.
Yeah. And so hard. It's just like, Dylan likes spicy food a lot. He likes a lot of spicy food. And so I will not trust his definition of this is spicy or not because no. Oh, Ori, it's not that spicy.
Do not trust Dylan's interpretation of not that spicy.
Yeah.
Because we were hanging out. I don't remember if it was game night or if it was the Halloween meetup for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
But it was something. We were hanging out in Nori's basement back when she still lived in town. And Dylan and
Nice.
Doug had
Rando.
this salsa with them. And they passed it over to
It's
me. And they're
very
like,
hard,
here,
Mason.
Mars, why don't you have a try? And I'm like, oh, is it spicy? He's like, it's not that spicy. Guys, I took one bite, just one bite.
Oh, that's
And the next
great,
thing you know,
pastry
I'm
puff.
breathing
It
fire
would
out
be
of my
a
mouth.
crossover.
And I'm just like, water, what?
I
It was
specifically,
so hot.
I thankfully, because I have been with Dylan for so long, that I have like a repertoire of like foods that I have tried that he has also eaten, so he can be like, oh, it's not that spicy, and I'm like, is it spicy like this or is it spicy like this? And he'll be like, like this, and I'll be like, yeah, no, that's too spicy. No.
That's a good measurement.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do
Good
it.
strategy. See, I don't have that kind of
Yeah,
knowledge.
exactly.
I am friends, so I don't get access to that tier of knowledge.
Yeah. Celeste Alley? Yeah.
This is life.
I like, my friend was playing it on my TV in college just because we were just hanging out, you know, I was drawing or whatever, and he was just playing the game, and it's fun to watch people game sometimes. He was getting increasingly frustrated by it. I bet you know why. And it was very just like, yeah, this is a game that I think Dylan would have fun. I would the timing I couldn't do.
Timing?
I couldn't do timing. No. It's twofold, guys. It's not that I'm just not hand-eye coordinated. It's that it's not the level of like, it's not the section of my brain that is good, if that makes sense. I did martial arts. Like, I did tennis. Like, I have decent hand-eye coordination. That's not the issue. The issue is the stress of the game gets to me, and then I flail, and then I get upset, and then I get angry, and then I don't want to do it anymore because now I'm not having fun. And while it's like, oh, it would be funny for like a couple tries, and then Ori's upset, Ori's angry, Ori's rage quit level, because it's like I don't care enough about the game, right? Like, that's really the big thing. I loved Overcooked. I got to play Overcooked with a bunch of people, and if I didn't do that, I never would have played it.
That's a party game.
But that's the other thing, yeah. I prefer, it's a co-op game, right? It's a co-op game. And so it allows you to, the goal is to work together, right? So
Which
you're not like...
sucked at.
But so I'm willing to try again in that, because I know that, because there's also a level of like, I know what I did wrong, I can do better, right? With Overcooked, there's like a level of, it's very strict. It's very, you need to get the order out on time, you need to get the order out in order, and you need to do this. And everything is on a rotating level, and exactly. A boss in a video game is not an identical thing every time. A level of Celeste, you can't time it exactly the same every time, you know, if that makes sense. But I could know that, like, okay, the swirly thing comes around 3 times. It always does that, all the times. Yeah, no, it's definitely... I don't think that I'm incapable. I did that in a stream the other day. I don't think I'm incapable of beating games. I think it is solely the fact that I only in certain cases do I care enough to put in the amount of time and effort that is needed to get through it. You know, I like video games, but I specifically like the ones we play on stream, and I specifically like ones that we played together. Especially if it like hinges all on me to do the hard thing, I would be very not having a good time anymore. Yes, Ori's angry levels would get over 9,000. I had played Wander Song before.
Where we relied on Ori, like, it still appealed to her enough.
Yeah, I had actually played Wander Song before that.
Before.
I did it because you wanted to see it, and I knew that the story was fun. Yeah,
hard.
Exactly. But so I knew that it was something I was capable of beating, you know, like once or twice is definitely not that much to do. But it's when it's like, no. The point of playing a Dark Souls game is to lose 80 times. Like, that's just what's going to happen. And
that
it's like,
just does not sound fun to me.
No, I can't do that. And so where Mars's threshold is like 30 times or something. Ori's threshold is like 4-5 times. And then it's like I'm not having fun, and then the quality of my thing goes down very fast.
Teach you nothing?
So this is very funny. I did not have the worst time with Cynthia, and it's for 2 reasons. One reason is because, actually, it's not for 2 reasons. It's for a reason that compounded. Basically, I got very lost. In Diamond, I got very, very lost, and I had no idea where I was supposed to go in the game. And so there was a significant period of time where I was just leveling up my Pokemon because I had no idea where to go. And I believe...
Where in the game did you get lost at? Do you remember?
God. I had to meet her, but it wasn't to battle. She was at a town with a cave, and I had to meet her there.
Okay, I know the one.
And I didn't... And I think what had happened is I had gotten, like, the information that I needed, and then I, like, stopped playing the game for a significant period of time. And so coming back is like, I don't know where the fuck I am when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And so there was a significant period of time where I was literally just grinding. And then...
oh my God.
So when I got to her, she was hard, for certain, but she wasn't like the level of difficulty that she could have been. And I think also at that time, at that time, I was friends with my friend Charlie, and his brothers were really good at Pokemon, so he was pretty good at Pokemon, so he knew about like stab and like the typing, you know, like effectiveness really well. So while I wasn't at Eevee training like Smogon.net, you know, and like Pokemon champ, you know, showdown level that I did get to, I was at the point where I knew Dragon was good for Dragon, and I had Dragon, so I was like decent at fighting her. And then I just had a lot of revives.
I guess Cynthia really did teach you nothing.
Yeah, no. She was definitely not as hard as a lot of people. I have heard of We Happy Few, but I've never, not like only in name.
Sounds familiar.
Literally like that, exactly like how Mars is. I know that exists. I've heard it before. That's about it. I don't know what your wedding, Allie, that Cynthia wasn't hard for me. It's literally because I spent hours upon hours just fucking faffing about, like fighting every trainer, you know, like doing whatever. So I got to her much later than most people did.
You totally cheesed that.
Again, it was still difficult, but it wasn't like the level that everyone like traumatically talks about. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the, oh my God, I couldn't beat her. I think actually my typing was bad for the Elite Four in that game. So
Cynthia
when I got
in the Elite
to
Four.
her, no, she was the champion, wasn't she?
Which comes at the end of the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Does
No,
it
it was the 4 before it that I had the issue with, not her.
Oh, okay.
So I got to, if I could get to her with enough stuff, it was like, okay, we're fine. But it was, I struggled like the third one.
Handbag.
That was, I think, the problem was.
Okay, totally off topic, but
That's fine.
Man, you ever just be like drawing and all of a sudden you realize, oh, that's what that line is for.
Yeah.
And suddenly it all makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just had a big moment like that.
A lot more often than maybe I should. Okay, this is your skin.
Right.
Oh, that's why.
Let's do your mouth, Hodson. And your pearly rights.
I played. Good night, Mason.
Good night, Mason.
So I've played
Good to see you.
Every gen and nearly every remake. I haven't played the Gen 4 remakes because Gen 4 was like my first Pokemon game gen. So I was like,
I did not like the Gen 4 remake.
Yeah, and I never heard anything good about it.
It's for the dumbest fucking reason, but God, it makes such a difference to me. I don't like the Gen 4 remakes because the HP bar drops so damn quickly.
Oh, yeah. Mars hates
And
that.
that's a problem. That's a problem I have with a lot of modern Pokemon. I know it's supposed to be that way, but I gotta say, that dread, that suspension of watching that bar crawl down, 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 and then suddenly it stops with like one final sliver, or you see it going down, 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 and you think, oh, it's gonna stop anytime now. It's gonna stop, right? Right? And then nope, you're down. You're
See,
dead.
I think
That feeling fucking stuck with me as a child. So when I picked up the remake and I started playing again, and I decided to do a Nuzlocke because I already played the
I'll
game.
never do a Nuzlocke.
So I was like, I'm gonna try a Nuzlocke just to make it more interesting on my end, because I know Diamond and Pearl. I'm
Tyrell,
friends
good.
with Diamond and Pearl.
This is rando.
But yeah, I started playing, and instead of that slow, dread, suspenseful crawl, it was, boop, you're dead. I couldn't even process that. That was way too fast. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's very funny of a reason, Allie.
I don't mind the art style. I think the art style is fine. I know a lot of people had gripes about that. And I'm like, it's fine. They've always been chibis. They've always been like cutesy. It's fine. Do I prefer the sprites? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Tyrell.
It's serviceable. But that HP bar drop, I think I stopped around Eterna Forest.
I think the
Because
reason
I was just like, this isn't capturing the magic for me.
that doesn't bother me is the fact that at this point in time, and literally
No.
starting with 5, is the fact that
No, wait.
I got very into competitive Pokemon. So like knowing the EVs, training for EV, literally EV training, playing Pokemon Showdown, all that sort of stuff. So to me, it's very like predictable. It's very like, nope, you're gonna hit me. All right, that's gonna kill me. Nope, I'm gonna hold on. I got a Focus Sash. Oh, nope, can you hold on? Yes, my thing loved me enough. Like it's very like, let's go, let me make my turn and fucking, whatever.
See, I gotta be honest, guys. I never battled competitively. I was always a main game person. Because I gotta say, I did not like competitive battle. I remember playing with some friends. I had a friend who introduced me to Pokemon. And every time we hung out, like, we wanted to play together. And I was like, cool, based, I'm down for that. And we would battle. And she would just always kick my ass. Because she knew about the training. She knew how to prioritize what needed to be prioritized and max out certain stats. I didn't know how to do that. Like, remember, this is just when Gen 4 came out. We were like 8, 9, somewhere around that age.
Gen 4,
I didn't know about
I
that.
wasn't
And
there
this
yet.
this was my first experience with Pokemon. So, and instead of showing me how to do it, I just died over and over. And it's like after the 8th battle, I'm
You gotta
like,
know
can we
the
please
type
play
matchups,
something else?
Enthuse. They're
Can
so
we-
helpful for beating the
I'm
game.
like, can we please play something else? Even with type matchups, I'm still dying. Like,
Well,
this isn't
if you're
fun
playing
anymore.
against someone that's EV trained, type matchups, and you're not, type matchups aren't gonna save you. But like to play the
Oh, yeah.
general game, like come on, knowing a little type matchups, you gotta know that.
general game, it's fine.
But
But honestly, I think I just realized why I don't like the remakes and the new games so much. And it ties into that HP drop. Is that the new games and the remakes feel very fast paced. I don't know what it is about it, but like the moves happen quicker. I feel like also having like the feature that tells you, oh, this move is super effective against this type. Well, yes, helpful, and I understand this is a game for kids. It's like
yeah, they definitely
it
made it
feels like
super
you're
easy in
playing
the
the
later
game
games.
just to blaze through it. And that HP drop does not help. Whereas, like, I remember spending so much time with that original Diamond and Pearl. Like, I could spend 4 hours and
You just
make
wing
it through
it?
only maybe 2 to 3
Well,
routes.
now they tell you,
But
Enthuse,
it
the
was
new games,
memorable.
they mark it down
stuck
for you.
with me.
If you experience a Pokemon, it'll then let you know what moves are super effective against it in like newer games.
Yeah.
They actually like specifically mark your moves as this is super effective and this is not very effective and everything like that. So you don't even have to remember it at all. And you don't even have to have used the move. You just have to have encountered the Pokemon before. But I still resolve to play one game of every generation as they come out. I want to, I like to, it's fun to see how it goes, and I like to grab some new Pokemon. It's a good time, okay? However, I do it really weirdly, and it is, I will get the game for the Christmas it comes out for, but then I will not play it until the next game is announced to be released. And then I'll go, oh shit, I can't ask for the new generation game until I've beaten the last generation game. And then I'll scramble to play the last generation game and then be like, all right, cool, I'll ask for it for this Christmas. And then I'll wait fucking 3 years until the next one is announced. And I've done that for multiple years now. So I haven't played Scarlet and Violet, Allie. That's what that means. Because the next one has yet to be announced for Christmas, unless I'm out of the loop, which is very possible. But I didn't hear anything about it from the Nintendo Direct people who are my inside people. So I don't think that so I haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet. When the next one is announced, then I'll play it. Go ahead, fanboy. ZA, was it announced, like, released, though? Enthuse? Was it and isn't that Legends? Isn't that the, like, Legends one? Like, Arceus Legends? I don't care about those, if I'm being honest. I know Mars liked them.
Arceus Legends.
But
it was just a fresh change of pace.
I'm talking about, like, the main classic ones. Yeah, it's Legends. So Z-A is Legends. So that's not in the same level for me. Yeah. It's for next year. But yeah, I'm talking like what gen... What is it? 9 will be?
Jeez. How are we at 9 gens?
What's our favorite name? Like in general?
Favorite name?
Femboy, in general? Like overall? Like out of everything?
That's really hard.
If I'm being honest with you, I just don't have the time to play a lot of video games. Basically, the only time I have to play video games is during stream. That's the only reason I get through games is because we stream them. And so basically I have like one time a year where I'm on vacation where I kind of play video games, but besides that I just don't. Because there's so many other things like I do.
To finish
I know. I read books instead.
Yes, Allie. It's Generation 5 and Absol.
I'll believe you, totally not a fanboy. Favorite generation, probably 4, the original. That was like my first gen. It means a lot to me, and I really like it. And the underground mines stuff was really fun, and nothing ever had the same hit.
That was so good.
Favorite Pokemon ever is Sigilyph. Second is Snorlax.
Gen 2 was good. I like the Gen 2
Gen
remakes.
2 was good. I
spent a lot of time playing
I like Gen
that.
3. But Gen 4 just has, like, nostalgia to me. Because, like, Gen 4 was where I got into Pokemon. And then, like, I went back and played 1, 2, and 3. Yeah,
See,
okay. Enthuse.
I enjoyed Gen 4. But Gen 4 was, like, an insistence buy. Like, my friend told me, oh, if you buy this, we can play together. Gen 5 was one of those where I'm like, I actually enjoy this. And now I'm seeking it out for myself. Also, I just really like the animated sprites.
See,
like, those were really fun.
I had seen my cousin play, I think it was Leaf Green on his, like, DS, and I was not allowed to play because you only have the one save, and this was, like, very early in, like, my life as a human, so, you know, you're not aware of that yet, necessarily, and so it was like, no, you can't play, and I was like, ah, darn. So I was like, we went to the store later, and I, like, looked at the case, and I was like, oh, there's a Pokemon game, Diamond Pearl. I was like, Mom, get me this. And she's like, yeah, okay, we can get you this one game. And I got Diamond. And so I was like, yes. And that was how I got that. Yeah, first one you played. Five is good too. 4 and 5 are good. I'm sad that we moved away from pixel art top-down gameplay, I will admit. I kind of am a little upset when games are like, the next step is going away from, like, pixel art or, like, 2D images. It's like, not everything is just automatically better when you make them 3D. Like, yes, it can be cool, but I feel like that being, like, the progression of games is a little sad in my eyes. Enthuse, the reason that I like that Sigilyph is my first choice is because of my competitive Pokemon days. When I played Smogon.net, it was actually like Pokemon Frost was the server, so it was like a separate server to it. We had a whole gym and everything, and I was the best, and so I was the champion. And Sigilyph was my fucking main man, okay? He is goated AF. Oh my lord. That bro, you give him Roost, you give him fucking, oh, I'm gonna blank on all of the names. It's one where you can, like, swap your condition with the other person, and then you have an ability.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and you have an ability where conditions don't affect you, and then you have a poison orb, so you're constantly poisoned. So one, you can't get affected by other shit because you already have a condition because they don't stack. And then two, you can poison the other character, the other Pokemon, and literally even if none of your moves can hit them, because say it's like dark type and I only had psychic moves or something, because it's called Psycho Shift. That's what the thing I was talking about.
That was it.
And then I had one other move, because then you have Roost, so you can heal yourself all the time. And then I had two, I'm trying to blank on what, one move was like Psychic, and I think both moves were Psychic moves. I can't remember. No, one was Psychic and one was maybe Fire. And, so the only Pokemon that was tough for me was like a Houndour one time. But you just let the stuff tick down, and then you fucking boost its HP and defense and special defense. So it is really hard to kill, and you just keep roosting, and you can outlast literally anything. Literally anything. And so he was my OG. And then Snorlax is second up there. You give him Rest, you give him Snore, you give him... No, I'm sorry. I think it's Sleep Talk. It's not Snore, it's Sleep Talk. And then you give him Earthquake and... something else, Belly Flop or whatever, and they were just fucking team, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what gen were we on when I did that? Was it Black and White?
Ooh, if it looks like Octopath Traveler, that would be good.
Our tips to Pokemon tips. Hell yeah. No, it wasn't.
Well, that's how our streams go. Also, Ori, I finished another panel.
Nice. Okay, he had Cosmic Power, which ups your fucking special defense and defense really hard. Then you have Psycho Shift, you have Roost, and then this one calls for Stored Power. I didn't have Stored Power. I had one other move that was a damaging move, because I didn't want to use Stored Power. Maybe I did have Stored Power. I think it was literally this. Yeah, Magic Guard, Timid. This was my build. The Cosmic Power Black and White Sigilyph build. Right there. That was the build, bros. Fucking beast. Alright, who do you want?
Okay.
This will be the last one.
On the subject of Pokemon. Let's see.
Right. There's a lot of possibilities here. Oh, I'm glad, Rando. It works with your name.
I'm trying to think. Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to think. There was a blonde-haired girl in Gen 5. She had a hat and glasses. What was her name? Bianca? Was that it?
Oh, yeah. She was a rival, right?
She was a rival? Yeah, Bianca. That was her.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a green beret.
Yep, I request Bianca.
All right. This is certainly an interesting collection of characters here. All right, everybody says
I had
Bianca.
to mix it up by the end.
Grookey's good. Grookey's
I knew
cute.
it started with a B, but I kept wanting to say Bernadette for some reason. I don't know why.
That would have been good. Bernadette would have been good. All right. Yeah, and then maybe we'll fix up Sanzo. we'll give one more pass at him.
My poor boy.
We'll make him tired, but not that tired, you know? Okay, what color should she be? I guess green. You're giving
Probably green. That feels like signature color.
All right. Again, this is one that could go south or not. We'll see.
You never know. That's why it's so fun.
It is why it's so fun. I don't think Nicole's still here, but if Nicole is still here, Nicole, this is all possible because of your doodle tips.
So thank you.
Ooh, I'll definitely have to see, Allie. I was very
get to exist.
Annoyed with the story in Sword and Shield, if I'm being honest. The ending being like, oh, you have to help me right now, champion, right fucking now, right this very second. And he's like, dude, this is like 1,000 years away. Can I literally just fight this kid first? No, if you don't help me now, I'll end it all. He's like, all right, man, guess we're fighting it. Like, it could have been solved so easily.
Oh. See, that makes me curious to play it just to see the plot holes.
It's depth better than Sword and Shield. All right, I'm happy to hear that. Because I feel like they also tried.
This is the reason I did not buy Scarlet and Violet. All the fucking glitches. Did they ever fix it? Because that is why I refused to buy it day one. I just kept hearing really bad things, glitch-wise. Like, nope, I don't have time to fall infinitely through a map. No, thank you.
Glasses really.
Oh, Ferrex.
I think the glitches were massively exaggerated. Yeah, I almost.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I would say, Mars, I feel like that's the normal experience with the internet, solely because. So when I was researching getting my Switch, okay, so much of the internet was like, oh my god, it's so, I scratched it putting it in the dock, and like the thing broke in like 30 minutes after falling apart, and I'm like,
okay, so it's one of those things where only people who want to complain are sharing reviews.
Yeah, it's like there's no way that this thing is this fragile. Like, what? You know, like, no way. And then it's like, okay, I had real people.
Ori, I shall let you be the judge. If you think it's a playable, not a glitchy mess, I may check it out.
All right, we will see. We'll get there, but it probably will be still a few more years.
I'm okay with that. Right now, I'm trying to beat Child of Light. I've been playing that one kind of on and off because I purchased it a while ago, and right now I'm in the phase where I'm just going through all my Switch games, and I'm just like, okay, which ones have I bought and not played? Oh, I haven't played Klonoa yet. All right, let's play that. Okay, beat that. All right, Child of Light. Yeah, I bought that 3 years ago. Probably gotta play that. Okay, we're in chapter 8 now, based. Oh, I would say I'm speeding through everything. Like, I am enjoying the games, but there's definitely ones where I'm just kind of like, yep, I bought you, and now I want to justify me spending the money.
Yep. Yeah, that's a vibe. Just like a scoop neck. Little jacket hood bit.
Oops, that's the wrong color.
All right. Ran into a couple bugs, but it was charming, Enthuse says. Yeah, I really don't think it's gonna be nearly as bad as you are expecting. Just save, you know? Just save and everything will be fine.
Again, I shall let you be the judge.
Yep, I am fine to be the arbiter.
Life is short, and I still need to beat Hades, so...
Bianca.
Oh, wait, your nails aren't that color. What am I doing?
All right. There you are. I think Momo and Sasaki are my favorite. They're also the characters I know the most, so makes sense.
It definitely shows.
The whole stream has been Mistwood Mansion? Ah, damn it. It's okay.
Ah, man.
It's a problem. I gotta tell you, so, okay, for the very last thing as we, like, end out, the big problem that has been occurring is that,
I'm sorry for the false advertising, guys.
Yeah, sorry for the false advertising. Yeah, all these Mistwood spoilers, guys. Is that now that Restream, the thing I used to be able to stream both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, makes it so that if I set up the Twitch thing in Twitch and not in Restream, it'll change. No, it used to be I could set up the thing. No, Tyrell, good, but you just joined. You're not anyone else that has been here forever. It's also only on Twitch, Tyrell, so, you know, you're a YouTuber. It doesn't work that way. But,
yeah.
It used to be that I would go into Twitch and I would switch the name and the game and everything in Twitch, and then I would just click cool with Restream and it would just use the thing I put in Twitch. But recently Restream had an update, and now it made it so that, the Restream one gets shunted over into Twitch no matter what. So I have to do it in...
Which is a choice.
Oh, good, Allie. I'm glad you unsubscribed. And so it didn't let me change the game, and thus I didn't think about going over to Twitch and doing it there as well. But now I know I'll have to think about it. All right. Thank you, Enthuse.
Just another thing to do. Thank you so much, Enthuse.
Well, I'm gonna change it right now so that for Thursday I'm not stupid. Ooh, you all should come to Thursday. We're doing facial expressions, and we're doing actually facial expressions this time because the zine is done.
Yes.
The zine is all done.
We're no longer in crunch. Yay.
So I don't need to not do the course anymore, and we're gonna finish it. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all for hanging out with us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
And
to our lovely, lovely supporters.
Yes, thank you to our lovely
we love and appreciate
YouTube channel
you all.
members. If you want to become a channel member and look at the little boys at the bottom of the screen. Those are angsty adversaries. They also come in all of our game screens. Have them on there too. Okay, whether Mars and I are just playing or Dylan. You know, they're even in our little Smash to Pass one.
You
want to be there. You want to have them. They're on everything that matters. They're not on... Oh, they are on this one yet. See, I even put them here. Look at that. They're everywhere. So if you want to have your T-Pet drawn/designed by Ori, and then on all of our things, you become an angsty adversary like Paris, Dichotomy Games, and Nicole. You can also become a doofus detective. That's the word, not a goofus. A doofus detective. Got to keep the alliteration and get all of the emotes innate in YouTube. Like Lakitu, Aragorn, Canadian Lucifer, Tay, and
Everyone
Jester.
Wants this.
They are spreading. They should be in every single stream overlay, Allie. All of our lovely T-Pets. That's what you all are. You're all represented by Flare, the little parrot.
Yes.
The Scarlet Macaw. So if you don't have one, don't worry. You're still up there. Flare is chat avatar. But yeah, thank you all for coming. We will be again doing this Thursday for facial expressions, where I'm gonna do a lot more of this, but with actual eyes and stuff like that. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you all then. All right, good night.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.